sitting in my room, waiting for the afternoon so I can finally tune in with my friends. Talk about good times, music, laughs, and easy vibes. You can share whatever's on your mind. 'Cause we're just misfits, regardless of your distance. You can always find a place called home on Misfits Radio.
Westside Misfits. This kid drop out reach. Don't tune in right now to Westside Misfits. 3 p.m. Westside Misfits 24/7/365. DJ Loud, let's get it. Get in the mix, I'm in the mix. 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 Westside Misfits, get in the mix. Westside Misfits, get in the mix. Get in the mix, I'm 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 in the mix. Westside Misfits, get in the mix. Westside Misfits, get in the mix. Going live 3 o'clock p.m. You need some service, hit them in they DM. When I'm at the spot, go and get the pot. Cook and work while I listen to me mix a lot. They don't tell lies, they just state facts. Hurry up, go and follow, it's Tay-Mac. Slick 316, be wildin'. Shout out those not a 2000. Get in the mix, I'm in the mix. 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 Westside Misfits, get in the mix. Westside Misfits, get in the mix. Get in the mix, I'm 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 in the mix. Westside Misfits, get 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 in the mix.
You are officially in the mix, baby. I am Miss Mix-a-Lot.
I am DJ Lab.
And we already have our guest host in the building. We have K-Lady in the building. Do you want to say hello, K-Lady?
Hey, how y'all doing?
That's right.
I'll make you use your outside voice.
Welcome to Misfits Radio and TV. This is the platform that we're on, but the show that you're on today is Westside Misfits. And DJ Lab and I will just kind of go through an array of things that we want to know about you guys. Slick 316 in the building too. I did not forget about you, Slick.
Don't forget Slick.
We have our guests here. We're going to allow them to introduce themselves. There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on, but guess what?
What?
We appreciate y'all for tuning in.
That's right.
That way.
Yes. So before we get started, I want you guys to introduce yourselves. We can start with the.
No, I'm gonna let the ladies go first. It's Women's Month.
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
I love it. Let's start. What's your name, honey?
He understood the assignment.
Yes.
Okay. I am Bree. That's Bree of Nalani. If you're looking me up on IG, it's Bree with 2 E's. And yeah, that's it. That's me.
All right. And you ladies?
I am Iman Nicole. Iman Nicole, actually EMONNICOLE on Instagram. Boom, so look me up there and follow me.
Oh. And you?
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Creole Mommy. You can follow me at CREOLEMAMI. And another I.
And another I.
That second I.
Don't forget it.
Don Var Harrison. You can, AKA Wants and Desires. I don't know why I just said my last name like that. I guess I'm used to flowing. You can follow me at Wants and Desires on Instagram and on Facebook, Wants and Desires Boutique.
All right.
Var.
Catch it up. Yes. Thank you guys. And you did, thank you so much, Don, for reminding me that March is Women's Month. I actually have it written down, but it was further on in the show, but you brought it up, so let's go on and get it. Let's get it now.
And the Wednesday
let's
is
get into
the
it.
International Women's Day.
This Wednesday?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Okay.
So that's super dope. I like the things that they're doing. I think all of these days, and they may have already been in place, but I think with social media, it kind of helps to highlight these months and days and things of that nature because people actually tap into them and post about it. But we have some very empowering women that we're around daily, whether they are popular amongst whoever. We have some inspiration around us, and I would just like to encourage everybody, men and women, to just find you a woman and congratulate her, make her feel good. I saw a post on Instagram yesterday that I actually reposted, and it was about a guy that, now he put emphasis on black women. And he was like, he wouldn't be where he is if it wasn't for black women. Okay. And he was like, it's just so disheartening that we have so many people that you will hear about all of the no's, but never about the yeses. And usually, you know, it's a disheartening situation. And he was just saying, I will always uplift women. He was like, when I was homeless, it was a black woman that saved me. Right. When I was hungry, it was a black woman that fed me. And he was like, so when people get angry with me for saying a black woman saved me, he said, I don't get it, but I don't care either. Because they haven't walked. That birthed him. Yeah, he was like, they haven't walked how I walked. You know, he was like, they don't understand that most of the time if a black woman says no, it's because they truly cannot, or they've been fed up to the point where they've said yes way too many times, and they feel like it's crippling.
I can agree. As a man.
So that's what he was saying. He was like, he said, I don't understand why people are so upset with me. He said, because I'm not saying every interaction that I've had with the black woman has been great. He was like, but for the most part, it has been. So I just encourage you guys to get you a woman, any nationality if you ask me, and just encourage them and keep them uplifted. We do face things, and we know that men face things as well. But since it's our month, we're going to focus on us. Okay. Because that's something we hardly ever do. We hardly ever do it. Like, we always have something else going on, and it's like, oh, wait a minute. Got to get back to us.
Yes, you know, very nurturing, so we get sidetracked with that, too.
Absolutely. Very. So I'd encourage it. And I did want to, before we got into everything, I wanted to just kind of let you guys know that we have 2 men that are missing from the south side of Atlanta. We have Jason Salter and we have Kenny Guerrero. They went missing last Saturday. Their vehicles were found on Campbellton Road, and they've been having search parties. I had a chance to meet some of the searchers on yesterday. They were out there from 12 to 5. They're really just looking for clues. They want to know what is going on, what is happening, what has happened, if anything has happened, but they want answers. And it's very important. These men are fathers, these men are husbands, these men are sons, nephews, you know, good friends. And for them to just disappear.
Right. They just went missing.
It's no clues, no nothing. The only thing they know is that their vehicles were found on Campbellton Road. Right. But they don't really know if, you know, how it would go if they actually ever went to Campbellton Road or if someone put the car there. They're just looking for answers right now. So we ask that you keep their families in prayer. Yes. Their friends in prayer, just you know, for us to figure out something. You know, give us a clue about something. So that is, once again, I want to speak you guys' name. There's Jason Salter and Kenny Guerrero. Prayers up for you guys. Amen. All right. Yeah. So it's been so much going on, and I know y'all aware of it. I ain't even give out the number yet. Hold on. Go ahead, caller. Thank you for calling Misfits Radio and TV. How can I help you?
Hello, this is Mojo. I was actually supposed to be on a show today. How y'all doing?
Mojo, where are you?
I know. It's been a long day. I kind of forgot. And I hope he's not mad. I hope he invite me to another, radio set. But I'm so sorry. I got for work at 7 this morning.
Oh, understandable. So Mojo, so you're one of the members of ATL Model Gang?
Model Gang.
Yes, gang.
Okay.
I love that she called in. She's like, I'm gonna call in and talk to her. That's the stuff I would do.
I love that.
You're not present, but you're present. So
present, absolutely.
We understand the life of a model. I do understand the life of a model.
Well, we greatly appreciate you for calling in, Mojo. We're about to get started with everybody. Are you going to stay tuned in?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
I missed it. I might as well.
Yeah, tune in, honey.
You'll get another chance, Mojo.
Oh, thank you. And I'm sorry. Please invite me to the next one. I promise I won't forget.
Look, she is funny.
It's okay.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
The life of a superwoman.
Yeah. All right, y'all have a great show. I'll be watching.
Okay,
thanks,
see you later.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Yes, and Mojo did exactly what we need y'all to do.
Exactly.
That's
Call
exactly-
in. Call in.
That's
What's
exactly
the
all
number,
it does, too.
KK?
The number is 678-740-9894.
All right.
Call
and
in.
I want you guys to know that Bree, Iman Nicole, and Creole Mommy are a part of ATL Model Gang.
Yes.
And we are going to get into their business a little bit because we want to know some of the things that they do. Because I know Wants and Desires is a boutique. So you guys take out the time to model clothes and fashion and all of those things for Wants and Desires. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. So Wants and Desires, before we get to the ATL Model Gang, Wants and Desires.
Yes.
It's online, right?
It is online.
And how do we get to it?
But I also specialize in personal styling.
Yes.
So I visit people's homes, their businesses, if I have to.
Okay.
And I personally style as well. So it's not just basically online. I do more personal business than I do online business.
Really?
Yes.
Because that's actually the way to go. I always tell people during COVID, we figured out that a lot of the stuff that we was doing in person, it was very unnecessary. It was like, it was, seriously, it was. It was like, you know what?
Like a few meetings
I
and
kind
stuff.
of, I like that. And that's what we're used to, but if it can save me some time, we can do something different. So how long have you been doing been a personal stylist? Or
5 years.
Really?
5 years, but I've been studying fashion since college.
Really?
Yes, I was studying. It's something that I had a passion for, but I was convinced that's not going to pay the bills.
So where are you from?
Philadelphia. I'm from
Really?
Philly, North Philly all day. EA.
So how long you been in Atlanta?
23 years.
Okay.
Well, I'm almost
you from
Atlanta, baby.
now.
Yes. I'm basically, I love the A all day. I love it.
So let me ask you this, because now I'm sure in those 23 years you've seen how we progressed with the fashion, with the music, with the entertainment industry altogether, period.
I came at a good time.
Yeah, so that's what I was just about to say. So you actually
99.
came after the Olympics, and it was during a time where we were starting to flourish.
Oh yeah, I came for the Freaknik while I was in college. 5 years in a row.
Oh, it was popping.
So you really was still popping.
I started coming to the Freaknik 92.
Really?
Yeah, it was on and popping.
So I've been doing the A since 92, 93, and then decided to move here.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So
Opportunities, definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And that's why a lot of people looked at Atlanta as the Black Mecca, because when you came to Atlanta, you saw so many prominent black people. You just it was like
we don't see that in Philly.
Well, yeah, and a lot of places you don't.
We don't see it in
people
Philly.
were really mesmerized by the idea of you being of color, you seeing people that look like you that have actually flourished into something that was unimaginable where they were from, and now they're in Atlanta.
And I think that's the story, that it was unimaginable that I can be a designer in Philly, and people inspire me here, like, dude, you got a talent.
Oh, absolutely. Your pieces are beautiful.
So
thank you, Creole. I design and I style. I design as well.
So you design and style.
Oh,
yes,
yes. So beautiful.
I started off just styling, and then I got into the designer because it was things that I wanted to see on women.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So do you only do women, or you do women and men?
Only women.
Only women.
I try to do men. I try to start off doing men, but unfortunately, men don't want to spend that money.
Very true.
They don't want to spend that money.
They don't see the significance in it.
Right.
But women,
if it was a pair of J's, they would. You know.
Right.
Well, see, that's the thing with women. If you can, like with us, we want to enhance our beauty. Like if you can tell us and you can show us that you can make us, because we're already beautiful, and you can make us feel even more
Glamazon is what I call it. Turning you into a glamazon.
Yes, honey.
Y'all down to spend it.
How much you charging?
Yes.
Because we're paying.
We like clothes.
Men,
clothes and shoes.
Men, we easy. You know, pair of jeans.
Exactly.
And
Don't
J's.
take much, so they don't feel like they should have to pay for that. Like it's like, I mean.
But that's not my style. You know, blazers, and I tried it, and it just wasn't. It wasn't popping.
Okay.
Let me just
So
tell you, I love
Let
blazers.
me just put that to the side.
Yes.
Let me just put that to the side. Now, of course, if you're 45 and over, then that's a different market.
Right.
Absolutely.
But,
that's what I was gonna say. Have you tried to tap into the older gentleman market? Like,
they're not on Instagram. And, you know, they're not.
Yes, they are. Believe it. They're.
I've tried. this is an experiment that I tried, and
maybe you should have you tried like going to the cigar lounges because that's where they are now.
That is true, but you know what? I'm gonna stay in my lane. My lane is the women. I
got
love
you.
working with the women. The women get excited like she just got excited. Men don't get excited like that. They be like, oh, that's cool.
Right, that's all right.
Where
You
that
right.
energy makes me excited. It makes me
Exactly.
want to work and please you even more.
That's right.
So the men don't really bring the energy like the women either.
I absolutely agree. And then with men, I'll be honest with you. You know what you want to see. That's why when I hear men say certain things, I take heed to it, because if they tell us, like, you doing this for yourself. Like you guys are like, women honestly get dressed up and we do all of these enhancements for each other. Because a lot of times men are not into it, but you know what you would like to see,
right.
Or you know certain things. You know how you would want someone to look that was on your on your wrist or whatever. So it makes a difference. I say I'm all for the male stylist.
Me too.
Kudos.
I mean, it definitely you get a perspective of what men like.
Yes.
Because I know what I like to see in a woman.
Absolutely.
And I know what men like to see when we like, damn.
Right.
So I can definitely come from that perspective as a man. Like, I know what that's going to turn the head. I do a head turner every week.
Yep.
I post a head turner where I know it's going, you walking to work. I call it a work head turner. I don't even do the club no more. When you turn the heads at work and everybody like, damn, she bad.
Okay.
At work. See, I like that. I like that perspective. You at work handling your business being bad.
That's right.
You know, everybody look bad in the club when you got on skimpy stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, when you can come to work being bad,
damn, you know you've done it.
That's a whole nother class.
That's a whole nother level.
I absolutely agree. So how often do you go back to Philly?
I used to go home a lot when I first moved here. Now, probably once or twice a year. It has to be something special. I did for Christmas, but that was my first time in maybe 3 years outside of a funeral. So when it comes to just going home, I don't really do it too much no more. I love it here.
I was just wondering.
It's dangerous in Philly too, so I can't be hanging out late at night like I like to in the A.
So how is the scene there? How is the fashion scene there? Have you tapped into it at all, or not yet?
A little bit, but not yet. But that's one of my goals for this year is to tap into their fashion scene. It's up and coming. Like, Philly does have its own swag, but it's different when it comes down to women.
Okay.
Like, women, we're more into the names, unfortunately. We're more into names, Philly. The Louis Vuitton, the Fendi, the Gucci.
The actual look.
Not the actual look. So we're more Moschino. We're more into the names. So what I'm trying to tap in is that, look, you don't have to have all those letters or the fake letters all across your body, you know, to look good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I've communicated with a lot of designers there, like a few, and we talk about that all the time. Like women won't buy it unless it's a name, but that's what we're trying to change.
Okay.
In Philly, we're trying to change that.
So let me ask you this: as far as you being a designer, at this point, are you looking to start your own fashion label, or?
Oh, we're working on that. Look,
okay,
we got goals, you know, and now that we're really rolling, that is a goal that I've been talking to with a seamstress that I work with. That we're trying to work on distribution, all of that. So that is and within a year goal that is the next step for Wants and Desires is our own brand.
So what is going to be your go-getting item? Is it going to be the blazers? Is it going to be like skirts, blouses? What's going to be your main popping item?
I don't have no box.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Don't put me in the box.
I love it.
That I'm doing it all. That
Okay.
I do boots. You don't even understand. Like
everything.
if you come to the shows, look, I'm designing head to toe. Boots.
Listen, it was gowns, coats, boots, lingerie. It was everything on stage.
Stilettos.
So when is the next show?
Yeah.
Well, I usually do one every season. I've done one every season since I've started. And Connecticut was an original. Bree was an original.
Hey,
who first started out with me. But we put it off on this season because I wanted to focus on the ladies.
Okay.
So we're trying to get them published. So that's my thing. Let's get my models published. So our next big thing is Shades Magazine. Shout out to Shades Magazine, where I would usually take those pieces and put them in a show. But we're now taking over the whole magazine, 26 pages of Wants and Desires and ATL Model Gang.
Oh, cool.
So we're not doing a show this spring because I want to focus on the ladies getting published.
Okay.
So
but
we are
you're going to have the spring items in the.
The spring collection is going to be in the magazine. So I said, let me invest that money into the magazine instead of a show.
Okay, so the magazine once again is
Shades Magazine.
Shades Magazine.
Shades Magazine. Thank
Okay.
you.
Is that an electronic, a digital, or
both.
paper?
It's both. Oh, we went to paper though.
Okay.
The digital don't. You know,
we out here.
I mean,
we out here.
Some people, will pick one, but we went to paper. We want that magazine in the newsstand.
Yes.
I'm gonna be shopping this thing because I definitely want the Model Gang to really get their exposure they deserve. They've been working hard.
So how did you hook up with ATL Model Gang? And I'll allow you guys to answer.
Yeah, I want to. I want the interview to be about them. So this is my last thing.
Where can we find your collection online?
On at OneSandDesires.Shopify.
Okay.
.com, but you can also find them on my Instagram. My Instagram is more up to date than anything.
Okay.
If you go on my Instagram, I'm posting 4 or 5 times a day.
Okay.
Just put my looks out there for people who want to be styled.
Yeah, because I'm just, and the reason why I'm asking before we go into it with them, I wanted to know, like, how did you get with ATL Model Gang?
Oh, it's beautiful. God, I'm gonna say number one, God.
Okay.
That I was just really up getting on my feet, and I was advertising my clothing, and I put it out there on the advertisement. I said models wanted to showcase my clothing, and I got a great response from these group of young ladies, and we started working with each other on everything, like just photo shoots, just doing anything. And that same group we started to work with, and we became a family.
Yes.
Because of this one fashion show. It started with a fashion show.
Okay.
It started with the fashion show, and then from the fashion show, we just continued to work. Anything that was coming up, let's work. Or anything they had coming, Don, I need some clothes.
Right.
Let me go ahead and supply you the clothes. I don't need the credit. I just want us to work together.
Right.
And all of a sudden, one day, her name was Sweets. God rest her soul. She's in heaven right now. Wow. She's one of the first models who came out with us. Like I said, the original was Iman and Bree. And Sweets called me and she said, I got something for you, boss man. And I was like, what? She was like, we're going to move to the next level. And we were at a fashion show. She said, you ready? And then she started yelling, gang, Atlanta Model Gang.
Yes.
And that is how we started with the name. We were just a group of people who like to work together.
Right.
But Sweets, she was thinking of this in her head.
Right.
She was like, we're going to become more than that.
Yes.
We're going to become a business. And she just started yelling ATL Model Gang. And everyone just was caught on to it. Like everyone just caught on. The audience was like, what's that? Like, they questioned it. So,
they hear us in the back yelling Atlanta Model Gang.
Like it just
that's what's up.
Sweets, she was really dedicated, to the group. Passionate. And she wanted us to move forward. Like me and her will have a lot of conversations. She said, boss man, I want you to shine. I want us to shine. We're going to shine together.
Yes.
And that's how we became the family.
That's what's
she tied
up.
it together.
I love that.
She pulled it together.
Yeah.
She was our heart and soul.
I called her the young Tiana Taylor because she really reminded me of Tiana Taylor.
Yes.
Okay. So
she did.
She was so bright.
So let me ask you this. I'm gonna go with Creole Mommy only because you weren't one of the originals.
No.
How did you come into the ATL Model Gang?
Instagram.
Really?
I started pushing my Instagram because I was seeing how social media is like the outlet nowadays.
Okay.
And he had DM me, and I get DMs all the time. So I go off spirit all the time. That's what moved me. So
that
he DM'd me, and he had told me about a show. And then I was like, well, I'm with it. So I went on his Instagram, I'm doing a little stalking thing. Let me see.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, he not playing. Like, he's a designer.
Yes.
And it's just been a good energy. Like, he makes it so easy to come and be yourself. He boosts us up, in our confidence. And, when it's time to be serious, he's serious. But it's always a chilled environment. It's always good energy, positive vibes.
So where are you from?
I'm from Cali.
Oh, you from Cali?
Southern California,
Okay.
LA, and
I love
the
having
Empire.
a different flavor.
So how did you get the name Creole Mommy?
Because my roots and all that, it comes from New Orleans.
Okay.
My grandma, my aunties, they all Creole.
Okay.
So my real name is Jazanae. And I was like, there's not too many people with the name Jazanae. You can find me too easily. So I was like, I need a little catchy name and something that I'm going to remember and use. So Creole Mommy.
Cool. How long have you been in Atlanta?
Since 2019.
Okay, so you like it?
I do. It's different.
Cool.
I ain't gonna hold you. When I first came out here, I was like, I am in the rainforest. It's a jungle. But it's beautiful, you know, because we don't get that many
Not the rainforest, though.
The only thing is, y'all weather bipolar.
I know, it is.
Exactly.
Yes, it is.
In Cali, you can wear a hoodie all year long. Well, the other day it was snowing. I was shocked. I don't know what's going on with the weather.
Yeah, I saw that.
I got out here, I was like, went straight to the store and got me a winter coat. I was like, I'm not finna play with y'all.
Right.
But I love it. It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
So what brought you here? Was it the industry or?
No, my mom had got diagnosed with breast cancer and she moved out here like 4 years prior to that. So it was just her and my dad out here. And she had to go through chemo, radiation, and surgery. And at the time, I was doing my modeling thing in California. I don't know if you guys heard of a modeling company called Baby Doll Couture. She just had a show on We TV, a plus size show.
Okay.
But I was working with her. But I had to make a decision, you know what I'm saying? Let's go take care of your mama. Or, you know,
right.
So I know, so I'm just now getting back into everything. I know my blessing's going to be even bigger than that because she got a lot of things going on. But, you know, I have to come take care of my mom. My dad, he's a truck driver, so he's not in the state of California Monday through Friday. So there's no way she would have been able to do chemo, radiation, and surgery by herself. Yeah. So I came in, hold my mama down. We believe in God. So, you know, she did what she had to do. She kept her faith, and they tested her a couple of months ago. They don't see no cancer.
Oh,
so I don't regret that.
Amen on that.
Because I believe in God and in a miracle. He came
a lot of times our purpose is a little bit more than we. Like a little bit more than we realize. And I'm like, that's why I always ask people when they're not from here, I'm like, what brought you here? And you hear some of the best stories ever, and it just lets you know that it's divine intervention. You know, no, seriously, even with that though, you came, you saw something that really caught your eye, and you're like, you know what?
I'm coming.
I can live here. You know, this could be a part of who I am.
Right.
So you know that's good in itself. Tell you, yes, and of course you know I have to tap into the plus size boo.
Oh, represent. We out here, honey. We out here, honey. Self love, baby.
I love the idea of you having all different sizes of models.
We do in shades.
I love that.
We do. Beautiful.
Hey, thank you for calling Misfits Radio on TV. How can we help you?
Hey there, I was calling, my name is Mia. I was calling because I wanted to support Creole Mommy. I've been following her career for a while, and I just wanted to congratulate her for all of her accolades. And just the fact that she's supporting for all of the BBWs, and she's gorgeous and has like the best personality. So, congratulations
Thank you so much for calling in, Mia.
ladies.
Thank you for calling in, Mama.
We greatly appreciate you. Yes, I love it. See, I ain't the only one.
I post the number and everything on my social media. Y'all call in, we live, baby.
I love that. I love the idea of you building, because the thing about it is the world is full of every shape.
And that's what I was about to say. As black women,
so when you tap into it,
we come into every shape and size.
That's right.
And what I just tell, especially when I don't call them BB, I call them thick and juicy.
Yeah, he always corrected too. He be like, nah, that's thick and juicy.
Nah, BBW is just a professional. I like to call them thick and juicy because I know what men like, once again. And men like to see thick and juicy women.
That's right.
And
that's facts.
It's because I hang around with guys and we see something go by like, damn, she thick.
Right,
she's thick. And you know what I'm saying? So we come in.
Where'd that be about?
Exactly.
Now that you said that and you did that lean, did y'all see the meme that the post that they did with Michael B. Jordan and what's his name after they did
Yes,
and
I
they was
seen
looking
that.
at that walk away.
Yes.
Who they was looking at? I didn't see it.
It was a
Plus size
girl that
host.
did her interview.
Ain't that like thick and juicy? I'm thickalicious.
Bring you all the way back, honey. Hi, thank you for calling Misfits Radio on TV. How can we help you?
Hi, I'm calling in support of my sister, Tara Nelson, Iman Nicole.
Yes! Thank
My
you!
name is
You have a question for her?
I just wanted to tell her that I love her so much and I'm so proud of you. And I got a busy Sunday going right now, just cleaning up the house, but I really wanted to support you, and I'm tuning in on YouTube right now as well.
Oh,
Oh, yes. Models come through.
I love you.
I love you too, sister.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
I love
Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. You
Thank you
too.
for calling in.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, I love it. So, hey, my Nicole.
Yes.
Where are you from, honey?
I'm from Connecticut.
Really?
Yes.
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Now, how
They
did,
got somebody up there. I didn't know.
now, how did you get from Connecticut to the Georgia?
It's a long story on how I came down here, but make it short, it was my family. So we just moved down here. We started doing our own thing down here, and I actually started the modeling career with the name Connecticut. So that's why you'll hear Don Wants and Desires over there.
You know what? I heard him say Connecticut, but I didn't know.
I keep slipping that one.
No. Okay,
we went with her model name.
That was your.
That was my original
first name. Okay.
Yep, that was my original name once when I started doing modeling. So, Monica is actually my middle name.
Okay.
So I branded my own name and made that into a powerful statement. So it's a whole different person, but it's the same person, just a different body, just a different move, a different
shows
spirit
maturity and growth and all of that stuff. So how long have you been modeling?
I've been modeling for a few years. I'll say about 5 or 6.
Really?
Yeah. So I've been down in the dirt with it and everything like that. I've been doing my own thing. Like, I'm in magazines, I'm in a few movies and shows and stuff like that. I actually have my own radio show as well. So I've been pushing, driving, the grind never stops for me. So I just keep going and keep pushing.
So let me ask
She brings
you
the
this.
energy.
Yeah.
She brings the positive energy.
So I was just about to say, I absolutely love your energy. And what I wanted to know for you is, okay, because not asking about any ages or anything like that, but you definitely don't look like you've been in the game for 5 years. It looks like, you know what I'm saying, like you're still youthful. It looks like you just might have just tried something. What made you try modeling?
So what made me try modeling? I was just sitting at home. I had my own apartment and everything like that. And when I was younger, in school and stuff like that, elementary all the way up into high school, into college, you walk in the hallways and things like that. So I would always get people that would tell me you have a model walk, and I'm like, stop playing with me. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just me. I'm just walking to class. I'm trying to hurry up and get my classwork done and everything like that. But once when I got out of college and I started really doing some research on myself and started looking within myself, I'm like, maybe they are a little right. I like walking in heels. I love dressing up. I love makeup. I love, I just love going out there and just putting on my best and stuff like that. So once when I had my own apartment, I was just sitting down and I'm like, okay, let me scroll through Instagram. And then I seen something and I'm like, my birthday coming up. I want to do something special. I'm about to turn 20. I got my own place. Come on now. I got to do something to make it pop this year, So I seen the link and I went to one of the model calls and I'm like, okay, I'm a little nervous. So I just started inviting all my family into it too, and I'm like, family, cousin, you get into this, you get into this, everybody, I want to make sure that my people eat too. So as I was in there and we did the model call and everything like that, I started it's something that just went over me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me whatsoever. So it was once when I started walking, I'm like, okay, who am I?
Right.
Who am I? This is a whole different person right here. This is something that I gotta continue. This is something that I gotta give down to my kids. I know this is gonna be my breadwinner if I really wanted it to be, So I'm like, nah, I gotta keep going with this. It's not gonna be a stopping point with this. I have the walk. It comes natural for me.
Organically there.
Yes, it's organically there.
I got a story about that walk.
Euphoric experience. So that's what's up.
I went back and looked at one of our old videos. And the crown. How you know I was going to talk about?
I already know. I was about to say something about the crown.
She was doing it to the audience because they were, they weren't focused. And they were being a little talkative doing the show. So she had to let them know who she was with the crown on top of her head.
I love it.
I went back and watched that video. I said, she is directing that right at them.
Right.
And I was like, wow, to have the guts and the gall to do it in the middle of the show. And let them know they had to respect it.
That's right.
And you saw the respect. They was like, Oh, she's doing that directly with
They
the
snapped
crown.
into it.
I'm a crown. I'm a woman. I'm a queen.
That's right.
And
Y'all gonna
it was
see
just
me
funny.
when
I
I
went
work
back and
out,
watched that
okay?
old video.
And I just
Recognize.
wanna add, exactly. I just wanted to add, it wasn't even just like she walked with the crown. She stood there and she did a. Can you do that a little bit? Just so
Can they see that on the TV? Come on. Can we see it? No, you gotta stand up
She
and
was
do
like,
it.
y'all gotta see it. Y'all
Right,
You
right.
stand up and do it. Wait, they caught. They was like this. I'm looking at.
Yes.
Is she directing?
Oh, okay, yes.
Recognize.
Respect
In
the
the middle of
stage,
the
honey.
runway. Exactly.
Don't
And
play
that's
with
why I
it.
knew we had something. I
You
said,
can't.
"Oh, I got
You
something right
can't.
here." We
Cause
gotta
Don
run
is
with it.
nothing to play with. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play with Don. I wouldn't play with his fashion. I wouldn't do none of that stuff. So it's like, and his models, they come hard. Like, you don't know how many times that we had to like do our model call, or you don't know how many times that we had fit-ins. Like, we work really hard. So if we have an audience that's like, if something's slacking somewhere, either it's the models or either it's the audience. Like, you gotta think
Right.
about that stuff. So it's like, nah, I'm gonna snap y'all back into it because I'm here. You know, we
I
here. This
remember
Atlanta
that.
Model Gang right here.
I love it. I love it.
Definitely remember.
He come hard.
That was
So
the whole thing was everybody just paused and said, "Oh,
Yes.
respect this queen."
Right, right, for real.
Gangster.
Yeah, she's gangsta on the runway.
I love it.
What did you go to college for?
I went to college for business administration.
Okay.
And then I went back to school for dentistry.
Okay.
Okay.
So, so for you, Miss Bree.
Hello. Hey.
You're hot down the box and next, honey.
I don't mind.
Where you from?
I'm actually. Don't laugh, y'all. I'm from Arkansas. I was born in Arkansas.
Arkansas,
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Of all places.
There's a lot of black people in
Take it
Arkansas.
back a little further. No, I'm not a military child.
Okay.
I moved here to Atlanta from Florida. So I actually moved from Arkansas to Michigan. I'm giving y'all all my story. I'm not this transparent. So from Arkansas to Michigan, and then I moved to Florida, and then I've come here. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I love
you
it.
see, all over.
Well-rounded. You're well-rounded, honey.
That's what that means.
I love that. I love that.
Okay.
So, when you came, how long have you been in Atlanta?
Since March 2021.
Really?
Oh, so
Still soaking everything in.
Oh, so you a baby.
I am.
Okay.
And he got me hot off the press because just
Yes.
as soon as I touched down,
He snatched you up.
he snatched me out.
Okay.
Oh
So
yeah.
how long have you been modeling?
Oh gosh. Well, I don't mind telling my age. I don't mind. I've been modeling for about 15 years.
Really?
Well, if you
Oh,
see
that's
her
good.
on that runway, it don't even matter. That
Oh, she be
age.
eating that runway
It don't.
up,
That's
okay?
good.
Fire on that
Good.
runway.
Yes.
What?
Thank you.
Because you know, like I can remember as a youngster, the models that we remember were not the like. I love the diversity now.
Yes.
Yes,
I like
me
the
too.
inclusion of not only just the different body types, but
Yes.
the height,
Yes.
all that stuff. Because you know, none of that, you had to be a certain height,
Yes.
you had to have a certain shape, figure, all of this stuff. And now it's way more inclusive, and I'm loving it.
Yes.
So if you come into Atlanta, you being such a newbie to Atlanta, how have you embraced the model scene here?
Like a rocket.
Hey, that's it. I've been hitting
Yeah,
the
she really
ground
did take off.
going. I haven't really stopped every day. You wouldn't even think, yes, people, I have 2 children. You wouldn't even think that I have 2 kids because I'm always moving. I'm always doing something.
And they get it.
And yes. So in Florida, just to kind of back up a little bit, in Florida, I modeled there, but my shape wasn't really embraced. You know,
In Florida, I'm
Ridiculous.
surprised.
I'm surprised too. I was very surprised. My shape, or maybe I was just doing it in the wrong places. I'm not for sure, but I've done a commercial in Florida. I've done like a runway for a celebrity boutique in Florida. It just wasn't embraced. But once I came here to Atlanta,
ma'am.
I was like, ooh.
Yes.
Yes.
Home of the Georgia
There's a
Pieces.
lot of people that look like me.
It's like
And
that in Cali
you're
too.
embraced.
In
Like
Cali,
you're
they
super
like that.
embraced.
If you
Oh, really?
ain't skinny and you ain't 5'7" and put them heels on almost 6 feet, like that's so. The company I was working for, she was a bigger woman, and she was, having casting calls and all that, and that was the first person I seen because I was trying to do it, but I'm 5'3", I'm thick, You know what I'm saying? And in Cali, they want you to be skinny and they want you to be tall. So that's what draw me to her. So yes, I love the diverse now.
I do too. I love the inclusion. Like it's my thing is it teaches our younger ladies a lot too.
Right.
Yes.
It teaches them a lot. It teaches them to embrace where they are. And even if you want to change where you are, that's okay. But do it for you. Do it because it's something that you want to do, not because you're trying to fit in or not. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes a difference with them. So when you came here, you noticed the difference immediately.
It was
it's embraced, celebrate.
It was embraced, yes. So I said to myself, when I came here, it was a mixture of different things. Because in Florida, there's a lot of you wake up, you put on your workout clothes, you have your little tube tops and your little, your yoga pants, and that's how you walk around. But when I got here, that's how I walked around. But I'm looked at as if, whoa, it was a lot for some people. It was a head turner, as you would call it.
Yes.
Oh, she's a head turner.
Yes. A head turner. So I say, you know what, let me cover up a little bit. But I don't want to cover up. Why do I have to cover up?
Exactly.
Why do I have to cover up? And it's not like I'm doing too much. It's just... I love my curves.
Right.
Yes.
I love who I am. And just to see those heads turn, it's just like it brings out my alter ego on stage.
That's right.
It's confirmation that you know.
Well, the thing about it is, and like, so I'm born and raised here. Let me just say that. Been here my whole entire life. I don't even know where I would live if I moved somewhere else. I just don't know. But what I know about the natives here is that we embrace it all. Like it nothing surprises us. So like if it's so when you get those feelings, the different like head turns and it's in a negative way, more than likely it's people that's from places that's not used to seeing the curvy women, because it's not. I honestly don't think it's like a bad thing. I think it's like, whoa,
a shock.
Yeah, it's like, ooh.
And there's a lot of people out here not from out here.
Right.
Yeah, because the natives.
Yeah, because like with us, they
girl,
you better walk. You hear us cheering you on from over there. So we're like, who the hell is that? You know me? No. But girl, you are walking.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that is so
You got them hips on you.
Well, that's one of the goals as a black designer to change that. To change that you got to be a certain height. Or you're a size 2 that we fell into that because we love the Gucci's, we love the Louis Vuittons, so they set the standard, but we as our own people, we set our own standards.
Sure do.
That's right.
That we follow their standards. We got to set our own standards for our people.
And I think that we are. I think
it's
that you guys are doing a very good job.
I think we are
of
too.
It.
I definitely am. When I see other designers, I think we are definitely being accommodating to our culture.
Yeah,
everyone is not going to be 5'7", 5'8".
Because they're making us bank on things that we have no control over. And it's like how are we gonna control that? Like we can't control it. And that falls into the line of to me for like sexism and racism and stuff like that.
It is.
Like,
no, that's what it is.
These are things we have absolutely no control over. So how are you going to judge us on it or make it a problem if we don't fit this description? So that's one of the things I promise you that I love about this new era that we're in.
Yes. Can I just say, can somebody just make some jeans for us with some ass and small waist?
Yeah,
I'm just trying to get.
Oh, baby,
I'm
over
just trying to
there.
get some jeans.
The hips and everything.
I'm just trying to get a pair of jeans.
Yes. I'm telling you, have a belt on, wrapped around twice.
Yes. Trying to cut a hole in the belt.
Right.
I get a pair of jeans. I just want a pair of jeans.
Seamstress on deck for that all the time.
Okay.
I just want a pair of jeans.
And it's shocking to hear that Bree couldn't get didn't get as much work. But when you see her, man, she's dynamite, like
she
on
really
fire,
is.
like she's beautiful. That's supermodel right there, and it just fandoms me in my head on the stereotype. I mean, that standard they set out there, like this right here. When I say go, she on go.
That's right.
On go at the drop of a dime, and that's just so shocking to me. And I don't like that about society. That makes me really upset that we put that standard on women. And we do. And people starving themselves and throwing up and
eating disorders and all kind of stuff. And that's what it
not
encourages.
Over here.
Hey, thank you for calling Misfits Radio on TV. How can we help you?
Hey, it's Demetrius Collins, a.k.a. DL Collins. What's going on?
Hey, how are you, DL?
I'm great. You know, I'm calling to give a shout out, a couple of shouts out. Once in the Desires, I met Don while we was filming a reality show in Atlanta.
Really?
Called The Industry, and just a real good stand-up brother. Want to give him a shout out, man. He have great clothing and do great work. So I just want to give him a shout out.
All right, well, thank you so much, DL.
I appreciate it. Yo,
hey, not a problem.
DL is so cool, man. I definitely consider him inspiration. If you DL, tell them your Instagram because you do a lot of positive work in the community.
Yeah, it's DL SDLLS DL Sales ATL. I'm a real estate agent. I also write children's books, but I also I don't know if Don know this, but I met the love of my life at one of his shows, which is one of his models.
Of course I know this.
When is the next one? I'm showing up.
Listen, me too. Me too. I need one.
She's actually on your show right now.
Welcome to Candyland.
Miss Bria Nalani.
Oh my girl.
Yes.
Welcome to Candyland.
Okay. I love it.
The love of my life. Preach, boy.
It's beautiful though.
Yeah, I love it. It's a blessing.
I got to give her a shout out too. Change the whole way I looked at models. You know, I'm from an industry where, you know, a lot of these models just come out here. They don't have actually careers. They're young. They're just trying to be seen. You know, they don't require any money. You know, a lot of designers, you know, take advantage of them, throw them in, you know, these shows and don't want to pay them. And, you know, like I said, working with Bree and Don, it's a complete, you know, I've seen a complete different side of the modeling. Also, I always thought that, you know, models would just kind of, you know, just that's all they did and it wasn't much more. And then, you know, meeting and listening to these ladies today and meeting Bree as well, you know, I see her out there with the mayor, you know, taking pictures and, you know, also, you know, mom taking care of, you know, two kids and balancing a career. So it just showed me a completely different perspective on models, you know, meeting Bree and meeting Don. So, you know, I just want to give a shout out to both of them. Great people.
Thank you, honey.
Do great work. I'm just really proud.
We appreciate you. And we will be following you on Instagram.
Please do.
Absolutely. Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. Have a good one.
And that's
all right, Bree. Love you, baby. I'll see you when you get home.
Okay.
And that's the key.
Love it.
Go ahead.
Thank you for calling Misfits Radio on TV. How can we help you?
I just wanted to call in and show my support for the beautiful Miss Nicole.
Turn your radio down for us.
I'm sorry, I'm outside at a park right now. I was listening to your podcast on YouTube.
Oh, thank you.
I just wanted to call in and show my support. You guys, you got some fire topics that you're talking about.
Thank you. We greatly appreciate you. And you said that you're for Imani Nicole?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Jordan.
TheBomb.com. Thank you.
And that's one of the goals for me as a designer is to uplift women.
That's right. And change the trajectory of what
I was raised by a woman. So
right.
I'm very sensitive to women's needs and wants. And that's where wants and desires came from.
Yes.
So I'm very sensitive to that. And I know sometimes you got to have hard conversations with women sometimes, but I'm always aware of how they're feeling.
Absolutely.
And what can I do for them to uplift them? And what they in return is have my back.
That's right.
So we're into that. That's definitely one of my goals is to uplift women and show them in a real positive light. Like when he said that is to me they're not just models.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are women who have lives, who
stories.
people depend on them, who have stories.
Yes.
So my job is to help them tell their story.
That's right.
So when we hit it on the nail that this is not just Bria model who I can call and just say here model. No, I'm concerned about her as a person.
Right.
Yes.
I'm concerned about Creole as a person.
Yes.
I'm concerned about Iman as a person. Where I came from, where I worked with someone, they were just hangers. And I was like, I can't operate that. That's why I had to leave. The criticism of women because of this or because of that or oh, did you gain weight? But in a negative manner, you know what I'm saying? Where so that's
to check on the well-being of what could have caused it. Like did something cause you to start eating more? Did something happen? with your health that you don't know about, and you started gaining weight for some other reason.
Well, even like Mojo.
Love that.
Mojo saying I got off at 7 this morning.
Right.
I got to understand that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you missed today, but I got to understand you working.
Right.
And you're coming out to support us, and it's going to happen because you have a life outside of modeling that you got to support yourself with.
I love that. I love the idea of I definitely want to ask you about Wants and Desires, because the name to me is very unique.
It is.
And so it's very unique, and I know it has to be something behind wants and desires. So when it comes down to the name, how did you come up with?
God, number one, I'm gonna give him. I was sitting on my patio when I was deciding to go and break off on my own and get away from my previous employer. That I was like, I don't even know what to call this thing.
Right.
And he really spoke to me on the patio that day and said, "We're gonna call it Wants and Desires." And I was like, really?
Right.
And then I had to think about it, and I said, I'm serious that God gave me all of that, like the vision, the ideas, the epiphany, that it was all God. So I was like, oh yeah, women do they want stuff and they desire stuff.
Sure do.
And my job is to try to deliver.
But that's how you
My job,
too.
they want things.
This is company, but he's like, I want y'all to talk to my girls. You know what the ladies need, and mentally and physically. Like that's that.
From our conversation from the top, that was it. Yes. I'll be there. I don't know when I'm there, but I need you to talk to my girl.
Yes.
The ladies are,
Don.
and I felt, and from that, I was like, you know what? I love him already.
Yes.
Like straight up, because he understands that. You know how it's kind of different how it is these days now, because we have so many interferences, right?
Right.
So you have all of these distractions. You have all of, so to have someone in your corner that believes in you and truly wants to pour into you, and you guys are reciprocating that as well. Let me just say that you guys are reciprocating that as well.
Got my back 24/7.
Yes, and when you have that, when you build that kind of team, I'm telling you now, you're winning off top.
It's a force.
Yes.
Yes.
God moves with love. He's not
is.
moving with a motive. He moves with love. Like he's really concerned. Like
you
know, we really matter.
And I promise you, that is one of the best. That's one of the best feelings ever, because I talk about it all the time. We can forget a lot of things, but we will always remember how people make us feel.
Absolutely.
And you all are, and today you all, I'm sorry to cut you off. Today you all have showed up, and people are supporting you all. So you all are supporting Don supporting you
so
all,
it's like it's a boomerang effect. It's a boomerang effect, and I love that for you all. Like I really do. I can be honest with you. Of course, when you're younger, you do the fashion shows. I never really got into it. And to hear you all stories of how you just kind of bumped into it, you got to know, like I said, it's divine intervention. Yes. It was God that placed you in that situation for you to get this out of it. Right. Yes. So, we have to, I can embrace that. I host Queen Shit Showcase once a month. And Queen Shit Showcase is basically an all-female networking event where only females perform. We have a fashion show. We do let men model in the fashion show, but everything else is basically ladies, the ladies. And the fashion show part is my favorite part. I'm talking because I'm hosting, but they're like, well, you want somebody else? I always thought that someone else would do the fashion show part until the person that was supposed to do it didn't show up. And I had to do it.
Isn't that a blessing?
Yes.
That's how God works.
I was like,
isn't that how God works?
Because I told him, I said, I don't know. They was like, just do it.
Just do it.
And I was like, okay, know me. Look, okay. And I tried it. And when I tell y'all, that's my favorite part. To see them and the attitude. And when we get done, all of the models come on. They be like, you know what? You almost made me laugh. Quit doing it. Because they looking all serious and, but I just love that, just the confidence. And and sometimes it's kids there and they're seeing this. And it's like, so y'all don't have kids' clothes? Like I hear the kids asking the models, and the models like, you know what, ask the designers. Some super dope, it's good, they some nice designers that come, but they all work together. Three of the designers are men. 3 of them are men, and I mean it's just an opportunity. the fashion show part, I'm just telling y'all this, I just love it. So the next one y'all have, y'all make sure y'all let me know because I want to be there.
What you having too, so we can support you.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're gonna follow each other on social media. So I usually post about it.
I'm gonna wait till after the phone call how to kind of operate. Go ahead.
Hey, thank you for calling Misfits Radio on TV. How can we help you?
This is Jaquan. I was calling in support for my baby mom, Bo. I just want to give her a shout out to that. And I also want to just say I support her. I love her. She's hardworking. She does her thing. She definitely grinds. She loves modeling. It's her passion. And I wanted to ask her a question. I wanted to see, what does she do to kind of build that confidence up? Like, how does she, switch into Monaco from Tierra or from Connecticut? How does she switch and change? What does she do? What does she use? Like, how does she build herself up?
Great question. Okay, so I have a godmom. I consider her Iya. Lovely lady. She has her own business, and she's a very hardworking lady as well. She actually helps me with a lot of like my traumas, or not necessarily traumas, but anything that I want to take further in life. So I actually have her products with me, and it helps me out. It helps me out a lot. So I'm just gonna like give you guys a little flash, little view and stuff.
I'm glad you're speaking on it. I wanted to know what that was because it seems like you're like I'm drinking my tea.
Yes. She has many different products. She has tea. She has stuff for your hair growth. She has eyelash serum to make your eyelashes grow and everything like that. Yes. She has things for your like just spiritual needs, anything that you need, and anything like that. She has like not pearls, but
the beads.
Yeah, she has beads, Ifa Kimi, and La Chapo, and like she has things.
Say it again, slow it down so I can get it.
IfaKimi.com. Okay. So y'all look at it, look into it, and then LaChapo.com. It's amazing. Is beautiful. Thank you. She helped me out with it. She helped me out with it. Glowing. Yes.
Thank you for asking. What's your name again?
No problem. My name is Jaquan. I just want to call for my wife, my baby.
Jaquan, thank you so much.
He coming, girl. He coming.
Right. I've been waiting impatiently.
All right, thank you. Y'all enjoy the show and watch the too.
Thank you.
I love it. Shout out to the fellas calling in on it. Girls,
I just want to respond a little bit to Jaquan because a lot of times, models get into acting. Because we're whole thespians. We turn into something different when we're on stage.
Right.
So that's one of the things that we're good at, y'all. We're good at. We have so many.
We're transformers.
We're transformers. Exactly. We have so many different things in our lives that we have to shift every day. Like I said, I have 2 children. I work for the Fed, y'all. Y'all don't nobody really know that, but I'm telling y'all because I'm being transparent today. And it's like we have to shift every single day, at every single time, every hour by hour. We just have to just do that. We're thespians, y'all.
So the alter ego for you guys. So what is it that you guys do to prep? So like when you know that you have something coming up, what are some common things that you guys
spiritual
do
bath. My spiritual bath. I love taking my spiritual baths, and that's what comes from my godmom as well. She does spiritual baths and everything like that. And one of my favorite baths is called Love. And it helps me really, like, dive into myself, I love, like, the Oshun spray that she gives me and stuff like that, and the Oshun soap. I love that stuff. She has, like, a lot of great products. And one of the things that, like, that I pray over, a lot of people pray over, like, money, opportunities, blessings. You want it to fall and rain down on you, right?
Absolutely.
So I use this oil. It's called Owo. And it really helps me a lot with finding, like, that pull, like instead of like I wouldn't even consider it necessarily a pull. It's like it's offered to you. It's a blessing.
Absolutely.
And I use her oils daily. I use her baths. I love her baths. She also have like steams and like things like if you're really intimate and stuff like that, like she has those type of things that will help you. But like most importantly, it helps you shine and radiate. Like people would definitely see you. Notice your energy will be changed.
I like that too.
I love that.
Thank you for calling Misfits Radio on TV. This is Donna. How can I help you?
Hi. I'm Ifa Kemi. I'm Iya. And I wanted to say, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm here for all of you. And I really love this show. It's my first time hearing about it or seeing it.
Thank you.
But it's definitely not my first time hearing about Wants and Desires.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to let you know that I'm calling from Miami.
Oh, cool.
And we love your work, and we love everything that you're doing here. And I'm really proud of all of you on the, in the show.
Thank you.
Thank
And,
you.
Shout out Miami.
and Iman Nicole is my baby, is my heart, and she let me know about this show. So I wanted to take some time. Hi. I wanted to take some time away to slide through and just to say hello. And also, I've been watching, and I'm in the warehouse now, and I'm working. But I'm really, really proud of all of you. You guys rock. You're amazing. And hopefully, when I come back to Atlanta, or maybe one of the times that I come into Atlanta, I would love to meet you all.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to interrupt the show too much, but I definitely wanted to drop by and say hello.
Thank you.
you.
I want Creole to answer that question because have you seen Creole on Instagram yet?
Not yet.
I want to know what does she do? Like she turns into a different person.
Yeah, what do you do?
What do you do, Creole?
I mean,
Oh my
I've
goodness.
always been confident, and I'm
Yes.
not gonna hold you. I got married young, but I got married to the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? So I went through some abuse, and when you with the wrong person, they tear you down. They don't pour in you. You don't. There's no growth. You know, they learn your buttons and insecurities to use them against you.
Right.
And when you love someone, you learn how to love them because everybody done been through some things. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So when I left that marriage, because I eventually left, I have children as well. When I left that marriage, my confidence was down. I was not who I was before then. So I started like picking myself up and watching things online. Started going out, anytime I did my makeup and got dressed, I'm finna take a picture. I'm finna have some video. And then like I was saying to the Baby Doll Couture, shout out to Jamie Lopez. She just died though. Rest in peace.
Oh wow.
Beautiful spirit. Beautiful spirit. But she's the reason why I fell in love with modeling. That's what got me out of that shell. That's what gave me my confidence back. So, you know, I hate the stereotype that we just walking down the runways or we just taking pictures. Like, there's really stories and, you know, people heart into this, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's me going through that abusive marriage and doing the modeling after really got me back to myself. So, I don't know, I'm just lit. Like, I love positive energy, you know, and I also experienced where in 2019, I believe in a God, he real, y'all, but I died. I was dead for 22 minutes. No heart, no brainwave, no nothing. It's nothing but I know who I prayed to before my eyes shut. Right. So it's nothing but the grace of God. But even since then, like, I'm not spending my time on negativity. I protect my peace, and I just love being like the light. You know what I'm saying? People, thank you, baby.
Yeah.
You too, Noble. People look at it like, oh, she cocky or she doing too much. I'm just a people person. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know. I just be lit.
Let me tell you,
if you don't follow her on Instagram,
I'll be like, hey, boy, what's up?
More people need that. More people need that, and that's one of the things I love about Instagram. Is that now you have an opportunity to kind of show who you are. Now, because we know anybody you could be whoever you want to be behind the keyboard, so whatever. But what I like the lives, I like the videos, I like all of that, so that you can, because you never know who you're inspiring.
Right.
Yes.
You just never know.
Absolutely.
And it's also important to be around people that can actually pour back into you.
Yes.
And because we always talk about kids needing a village, but adults need a village too.
Yes.
Amen.
You know, we need that, and we have to be able to pour back into each other. And because one thing about it, once you poured so much and you're around, you know when you're around the wrong people because they're not replenishing you.
You feel it.
So you're depleted, and you're like, okay,
for real.
Like what just happened?
This ain't right.
Yeah, like you know when you're around the right people, because guess what, you'll remain vibrant.
Yes.
And we know things gonna happen.
And the
Life
devil
gonna
gonna
life. Life gonna life. But when you're around the kind of people that will embrace you and just look, we gonna get through this. It makes a difference. Going back to you guys having a team, even if you don't talk every day, knowing that you have somebody that you can actually call.
Yes. It's a blessing, especially nowadays.
Yes.
But that's how you get your blessings as well. You pouring love into other people. Some people ain't got nobody.
Nobody.
I find myself being in like the grocery store and I see an old lady, you could tell her spirit there. I'll purposely compliment her on something. And then that comes back to you. Like I honestly believe like the way I love and the way I carry myself is the reason why I'm here. Like that get cashed in when life really coming at you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I really do believe like I'm here today because of my belief, but this love and the things that I put out, it came back to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's how you get your blessings, man. You elevate in life.
I love that, dear. I feel the energy. I feel the soul. I feel like you have a strong testimony.
Thank you.
It's dope and it's a good.
It was scary though, y'all. I was scared of myself.
Hey.
It was like scientifically proven you're not supposed to be here. There got to be a God. I'm looking at. I don't want to look in the mirror like.
Right.
I was questioning, am I alive for real? Right. People being in a coma. And they telling me like, if you were survived, you're supposed to be brain dead. I know who I am. Let me tell you, I serve a God.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
And when you have people around you that's actually serving, because see, the thing about it is, you once again, that team, the people around you, when you have some praying people around you that want to see you do great, be great, they pour it into you. Come on now.
It's
man,
come on.
That's the first thing the doctor said. You had a whole room praying for me.
Yeah.
You got to come from a praying grandmother. Like,
right.
Straight up.
That's going for real. And a lot of people don't understand that a lot of times we still living under some prayers of our ancestors.
Yes, we are.
You know,
whether you believe it or not.
Whether you believe it or not. We had some, because the thing about it is, with our background, our ethnic background, we know that our ancestors endured a lot, right?
Yes.
So they had, and they wasn't like how what we have now. We know that we believe because of them, because of what they introduced our parents to, and they're, you know, it's because of them that we're introduced to God, and we're introduced to religion. We're introduced to whatever it is that helps you deal with every day. We were introduced to it from somebody.
Yes.
And when you have an ethnic background, we've been tested our entire lives. No, from the beginning of time, we've been tested. And that's why I know that a lot of our grandparents and great grandparents, that they prayed for us to be in the positions that we're in now.
It's the key to life.
Yeah,
like,
they prayed for that.
They giving you the, you know,
because it's like they knew that they didn't have those opportunities, but they knew those opportunities would present themselves eventually. So I honestly believe that. So we have to keep that going. Hey, thank you for calling Misfits Radio and TV. How can we help you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am well. I was calling to shout out Bree.
Okay.
Hey.
Shout out to Bree.
Hi, boo.
Hey, Bree, how are you?
I'm fantastic, thank you. Thank you for calling in.
So I was calling because my name is Coach Bree, and I was calling. Coach Bree and I had worked out and trained together probably for the last 6 months.
Okay.
And I want to tell you, if dedication was a person, it would be Bree. I love her confidence. The results that she wanted, she attained. She has a beautiful body. She has a great mindset.
Yes.
So I just wanted to call and shout her out. It was just great working with her.
Sweet. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bree 2.0. Bree 2.0. That's our little inside joke.
That's how we do it.
Thank you so much for calling in.
No problem.
Have a good one.
Have a blessed day.
You as well.
Okay, I want to shout out my mom because my mom's birthday was yesterday.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
Pisces in the building. Pisces. What did you say, Pisces?
Hold on.
I love it.
We coming. The 27th
Come on now.
and the 29th.
We out here, baby.
All this astrology, y'all.
Yeah, I love it. You know, a lot of people don't believe in astrology, but
yes.
I'm one of those kind of people where I kind of do, because when you're around people and you just kind of pick up on certain things, it lets you know, because it's like, I was raised by Leo. Let me just say that. I was raised, my mom was a Leo. And I have a son, my very first child is a Leo. And I'm like, I see so much of a resemblance, even, you know, in them or whatever. And I'm like, y'all ain't gonna tell me astrology ain't real. And then I got Pisces twins. I got twin daughters that are Pisces.
Emotional as ever.
Girl, and when they start Pisces, look, her too. This is one of my friends. We've been friends, 30 years. Let me tell you something. When a Pisces start Pisceing.
Yes.
And got a nerve to have, so one of the other owners of the radio station is Slick 316, Rika. They got the same birthday.
Wow.
So what are the odds? Like, I'm surrounded with Pisces, and I'm just like, y'all are emotional. They want to be hard so bad.
You can see the
They want to be so, and it's like, it's not in you, Pooh.
It is.
Let it out.
When we Piscean, we gonna go hard.
Let me tell y'all something. One of my twins, my twins are 21. They'll be 22 next week.
I don't know no Pisces. I don't think.
Let me tell you something.
I don't remember that stuff.
This child, one of them is a server in a club or whatever, and she cry every Saturday.
Oh.
She called me. She was like, "It's so many people in here."
That's about right.
She ready to go.
That's about
But after she get done, then she back. Yeah, she go back outside the bathroom. The life of the party. I was there last night with her. I'm just watching.
They say that about us Aries
about
too.
right.
But what I say is we passionate. How we feel
We
is
are
always to the
very
max. If we mad,
passionate.
we hella mad.
Yes.
If we love you, we love the shit out of you.
Yes.
Like, everything is to the max. You know?
Yes.
I'm hella sensitive too. I always say I'm a sensitive thug.
Me too.
Me too. If we fuck with you, we fuck with you. If we don't,
Ain't
we
no
don't.
in between, baby.
Ain't no
you know
in between
we
with
don't
us.
I know how to act in public. I ain't gonna
you
talk
are
to you,
right
but don't
about
say nothing to me.
Pisces, but the thing about it is, with us with Aries, what I've learned is we don't have breaks. We don't have any breaks, and it's kind of like if we are very, like you said, very passionate, but we go hard for anything that our name is attached to.
Yes.
So if you tell us that we're a part of this, we going hard for it. We finna represent it like no other. And then if somebody do something that's kind of like disloyal to us, and we're like, we ain't deserve that. What happened?
All right.
Well,
I'm not one of
now we
everybody
on another level.
Don't call me unless you want to get stuff cracking.
Exactly, because we gonna
I
go.
don't pray about the people I love.
Right.
Don't call me unless you want me to come up and show.
Well, I'm gonna speak up for me and Slick. Me and Slick, we loyal to a motherfucker. So we ride for you, we ride for you. If we ain't, we ain't.
And you gonna know. Ain't no sugarcoat nothing.
But yeah, so it's kind of like there are certain characteristics that I know for a fact the different signs have that they're just concrete.
I agree with that. I do.
They're just
I agree
concrete.
with that.
When is your birthday?
Oh, I'm a December baby. Sagittarius.
See, DJ Lab is a Sagittarius. That fire.
It's
Like y'all will say something and then like y'all get attention without even trying. It's kind of weird how that works because when y'all in charge of something, it's gonna be right because guess what? Because guess what? You're gonna listen. Right. You're gonna pay attention. You're gonna know it's time to. That's just what they demand. A certain level of respect. You know what I'm saying? Like and that's something that you guys possess that you cannot help that you have.
So that's why when we getting ready for the shows and Don, he all happy and giggly and stuff like that at the beginning, then he snap right into it. We like, okay, scene.
Exactly, but
we
y'all
gotta go
know
into this and kill it.
Exactly. That's and that's the beauty of it. Everybody don't have that gift.
Right.
Honestly, everybody don't have that gift. So you have to understand that is certainly
it's very
a gift.
powerful.
Yeah,
it's powerful.
I mean,
and you always having a group of women.
Yes.
I know what time it is.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That shades on. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, well, that's what we get into. You said, how do we get prepared? Look, I throw my shades on.
Yes.
Listen to my Jay-Z.
Yes.
That's my alter ego.
Music. Music.
Just glide, y'all. I'm like, Don, you need help setting up?
No. Right.
No, he put his shades on. That's so true.
Yeah, that's my Jay-Z is how I get ready.
That's lab. Like we know, like it's when it's time to work, it's time to let's get it.
Yes.
And when you guys execute it, like you get results. You get most of the time you guys get the results that you want. And like I said once again, that is a gift. I'm telling you that now. Like don't think that is not. It is definitely a gift, and no, everybody don't possess that.
I received it. I'm receiving that.
Let's keep it real. Don dealing with a whole bunch of females.
Right.
I'm a female that keep it real. It ain't easy dealing with us. He just got it. He got it. It's always respectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just got it.
Well, now I give that to y'all for real. And then I definitely want to hear how Bree get it ready though, because Bree, when I say when Bree get on this, when Bree hit that runway, I'm telling you, it's a whole different person. But no, I attribute it to the women for real, because I'm gonna say 95% we know what the goal is.
Yes.
Right.
We know what the goal is, and we know what we want in the outcome. And I wanted to clear this up. They don't only just work with wants and desires.
No.
Yeah, I mean for the audience. For the audience,
have careers with.
They work with other designers as well, and I'm championing on that as well. See, that's the whole goal of
I was just finna chime
Atlanta
in
Model
on that
Gang.
too.
That I want them to go out and do their thing and succeed. I'm a cheerleader.
Right.
I'm gonna cheer them on what they're doing, and they cheer on what I'm doing, because I'm not always working with everybody.
Right.
So I can be working with somebody new, and they're still like welcoming to that person. And like a Creole, when she came in new, that we're welcoming. Like, come on, the girls are welcoming. But I definitely want to hear how Bree get ready.
Yeah, Bree, how do you get ready?
Because when Bree hit the stage, man, oh my God.
I think it's just energy that everybody feel.
Yes.
Everybody feel my energy because I'm so soulful. A lot of my friends, they call me soul because, I don't know, I try not to do it. It's just probably part of my job. I kind of like dig in, and I understand a person just from eye contact, just from body language, just from every little thing that I notice. I notice everything. So I think it's just they feel the energy when I walk. A lot of times what I do is I just meditate. And I pray. I pray to God all the time, y'all. I'm there with you. So I felt it when you were saying it. I was feeling it.
I pray about everything. They be like, I lost my keys. Oh Lord, please help me.
Girl, that's me. I drive like this. Oh Lord Jesus, bless them.
I'm telling you, that's me.
Because she is so chill
all the time,
and relaxed, and
all the
just
time.
mature.
When is your birthday?
She's like,
you're Libra.
I'm very balanced.
Okay, yeah, you are.
She hits that stage, and you be like, "Is that the same person?"
Right,
oh
right.
Yeah.
The way she walks, her movements, and you're just like
that eye contact.
The eye contact, yes.
The eye contact.
But she's before that, she's just so laid back and chill, just observing.
Just chill.
Everything okay, everybody?
Yeah. I love that.
Don got it right on the nose too.
Okay.
She just.
I'm very busy.
Like, you okay? You doing okay today? Bree is something else. I love it.
She hit that runway.
I love you too, boo.
Everybody be like,
so chill, relax, because I feel like. And let me just kind of let you guys. I'm being transparent again.
And we appreciate it, Bree.
When I was a senior in high school, the left side of my face shut down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like Bell's palsy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
we talked about that.
Yeah.
Bell's palsy. I have it too. I have Bell's palsy.
Okay.
So, of course, as you can imagine, a senior in high school, you're thinking it's the end of the world. I thought I was cute a little bit. I was like a skinny little beanpole. I'm like, well, what will happen after that? My face is going to droop. I'm not going to be able to do the things that I really want to do. I've been wanting to be a model since I was a little girl, probably like 10 years old.
Oh, okay.
So that was really traumatizing to me. And then it speeding up into 2020. It even happened in 2020 during the pandemic.
Really?
So I said, whoa, what's wrong with me? What is laying dormant in my system?
Right.
You know, because we all have something.
Right.
But I just prayed on it. I meditated. That's one of the things they said, don't stress out. The doctors will tell you don't stress out. So I just try to I think I've just practiced and just allowed myself to go in a different place, think about water.
Right.
I think a lot about water.
You pray. It's power in prayer.
Yes, I love it.
And just to add to that, the word Nalani is on IG. I'm Bree of Nalani.
Okay.
The word Nalani is a Hawaiian name. That is it just means peace, tranquility. It brings a sense of calmness, and that's why I decided to rebrand myself.
Oh, okay.
That's your testimony, Bree. That's a miracle after miracle in this time of prayer.
I love that. Thank you for calling Misfits Radio and TV. How can we help you?
Hi, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry, I could barely hear you.
Oh.
So,
Yes. Well, I am Angeline Butler, mayor of the great city of Forest Park, Georgia.
Yes!
Oh my God!
And when I heard that my daughter, in air quotes here, was on, I had to call in, and I just wanted to publicly thank her for coming out to a speaking engagement that I had yesterday. And in the spirit of Women's History Month, I said I absolutely must return the favor and support another woman, especially my daughter. Any chance I get the opportunity to. And so she's an amazing model. And maybe she'll be my best friend-in-law real soon. I don't know. I'm just speaking into existence.
It's coming. Thank you so much for calling in.
Oh, you are the sweetest. Thank you.
Yes, thank you guys for what you do. And just remember, as women, and it is in the Bible, our value is greater than pearls, and our mouth is full of wisdom.
Yes.
We birth nations, and that means there's greatness in each and every one of us. And I expect us all to continue to walk in our purpose and always in greatness. Yes.
Thank you.
The mayor from Forest Park. Thank you, Mayor.
Yes. Thank you, Mayor.
Amazing soul. I appreciate you.
you.
I love you. And thank you so much for calling in, sister.
Yes, ma'am. You guys have a good day.
You too.
But see, and that's why I said the ladies, I wanted them to get to know the ladies. Because you would never know all these things about a model.
Right.
Because we just looking at the beauty.
Exactly.
We just look at the beauty.
Exactly.
That
real stories behind it.
I love the idea of getting to know you guys. I did want to ask, so like if do you guys welcome in new models with ATL gang Model Gang or
Yes.
So how would they tap in or know who to contact in order to get in with you guys?
Me.
Okay, so they will contact Wants
me.
and Desires?
They contact, well, we're in the process of interviewing some new people because, like I said, with Shades Magazine, we're taking over the whole magazine, which is 26 pages.
Okay.
Which is a lot for a designer. That's a lot.
A lot.
26 designs, different designs. So I usually put them through an interview process, ask them a few questions. But mostly once I meet you, I can tell right then and there whether I'm going to invite you in. Because I'll just work with you but not invite you in.
Right. Oh, okay.
I do have models I work with that I don't invite in yet.
Okay.
But once I meet you and feel your spirit, then I'll be like, I think you'll be a good asset to the team.
Yes.
So I talk to you, I meet you, I see how you flow with the ladies.
Okay.
Like they be off doing their own thing and they laughing and giggling and dancing, just having fun with each other. And I can see if you vibe right.
Okay.
And if you fit into the puzzle of what what the goal is, then I invite you in to be a part of the family. But you got to gel with the ladies first. It's all about them.
Yes.
I could deal with attitudes, but can you work with them because you're going to need each other? They help each other get dressed. They do each other's makeup.
Yes.
They give each other tips on what to do. Help each other with jobs. I'm that kind of person. I don't want that person that's just about modeling. If you're just about modeling,
then no.
I can use you, but you won't be part of the model gang.
Right.
All right. So let me ask you.
Chat. We always put each other on. We be sending different things, casting
things
calls
in the
and
chat,
stuff like that.
Yeah.
But coming from somebody that's new into it, it's been love. Like I don't get along with so many women because you know how women is nowadays, But ever since, it's just been all love. Like
and they be doing their own thing without me. They do their own thing without me. They be hanging out, partying. They don't. I'm not into that. I'm at home working, so they do their own thing.
You catch them on live, like.
Oh, y'all with
What y'all doing?
Yeah, I do be like that.
y'all linked up?
You can ask me if I wanted a drink, knowing I ain't gonna come out though. Knowing I'm gonna be like, I gotta work.
So let me ask you this: now, if someone, because all of these ladies had some experience, have you taken in anybody that didn't have any experience? Okay.
We have about 3 right now.
Okay.
No experience. I'm gonna shout out to Cherry. That our model coach, our former model coach, where she worked with them.
Okay.
And we're going to get a model coach. We're going to get you work. We're going to, help you in some things that you need in modeling. So, yeah, we definitely take non-experienced models. It's about your spirit.
Okay.
Yes.
It's about your spirit. It really is.
Before I say I want to be a part of the model gang, because I like y'all.
Come on, gang.
Do I have to wear girdles? Because I don't like girdles and
No,
stuff
that's
like that.
not. Listen.
Oh.
Listen.
No, this is natural.
This is natural. Listen. Only if
We want you
My
to
stomach
embrace
was
yourself.
stomaching.
Can I get a pair of jeans?
Like when we get a conversation,
I want a pair of jeans.
I can feel your conversation. I'd be like, you want to wear a girdle? Or do you want to wear that? I offer it before our conversation. But for me, no, you come natural. Like, this is us as black people. I'm not going that. Who am I to say? Because I got a little love right here. Love.
Right.
You want to show your love? You proud of your love? Let's show your love.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make nobody put no girdle.
Because I don't know how.
Once again, I mean, it all like if you wanna get into this certain size dress. Let's just say I got this dress and you're like, ooh, I want to get into that. I'm like, but that's not your size.
Right.
But I want to get into that. Then maybe we gonna make some arrangements to help
And
you
I'm
get into
like,
that.
Don, can you make it over? I need it bigger.
It ain't even that
I'm
easy.
just kidding.
I wish it was that easy.
You good? Come on.
I wish it was that easy. Trust me.
Right.
I wish it was that easy to make another outfit look wispy. But no, I want women to. It's about your spirit, not about just your outer beauty. Of course, we want as a model, we want you to be proud of yourself and exemplify your beauty.
Feel good.
But feel good about your beauty. But it's more inside with me. If I can't fool with you if you got an ugly spirit inside.
Right inside, but you are beautiful. No, ma'am.
It doesn't match.
We need for that inside to be radiant coming out. We want
to me that exemplifies your outer beauty.
It does, and that's what I always tell people. I'm like, nothing can come out of you that's not in you.
Yes.
So when you act ugly or you act a certain way, it's like it was in you. It's in you.
Yeah, they
you know
all
what I'm saying? Fix that
for so long.
Fix that. And then
It's these beautiful, fine, handsome individuals that's ugly.
And I don't want to work with no one like that.
Exactly.
You can be
the way they move.
You can be, fine as all get out, but if your spirit ugly, you ain't gonna do nothing but cause problems.
Exactly. Right. And as a person that is in your position, let me just say that you are going to come across people that can act really, really well and make you feel like it's a certain way. But I'm going to tell you what your gift is. And this just came over me about 5 minutes ago. Your gift is to help them see the beauty in who they are, if that makes sense. So you may have somebody that can act really, really well. They'll make you feel like, they're the person. But honestly, in the inside, they don't have that confidence. They don't have certain things. It's like your gift, honestly, is to pour into them so much that it changes their mind. Like they actually start to see.
Can I give a shout out to my girl Z, who we just had this conversation with? She one of the models. She got she was supposed to be here today, but she feeling under the weather. We just had that conversation.
Wow. Okay, hey Z girl.
And I've had that conversation with a couple models that Don be even more patient. My job is to definitely, I want you to feel great about yourself.
Exactly.
And you may have gone through some things in your story that I got to be patient with. And Z, shout out to Z. She was like, Don, you got to be even more patient. But I know you have patience. But sometimes it takes you to be more patient with some people. So, don't have your level of patience stop here.
Right.
We just had this conversation the other night of
I promise you, it makes
tapping
into
people
difference.
in a spiritual. Yeah.
Absolutely. It makes a difference. And I know that a lot of times.
Z, we just had this conversation.
We know that you're a good stylist. We know that you're a good fashion designer. We know that you're a good, this is who you are. This is what you want to do. You good boutique owner. All of that stuff. But with you actually tapping into models, because see, most designers honestly don't work really with models that they know. No. They just hire. They call somebody and say, "Hey, you got somebody that can come do this show for me?"
We call that a hanger.
Yeah, like seriously, they don't.
Want a hanger.
So with you actually tapping into models that you're learning, that you guys are learning one another, your gift is a little bit different.
Oh, that blessing is the blessing is going to definitely come because we saw it on DTN. DTN bought into it. Unfortunately, the network went under. For momentarily, but they bought into the idea of Model Gang, and once it desires, they was like, "Oh, we're gonna film, we're gonna film," and they started filming. They started filming Sweets. Rest her soul, that was the first personality that stood out, and they wanted to follow Sweets. They was like, "Oh yeah, is everybody else like this?" I said, "No, but everybody has different personalities."
Yes. Right.
But I think we got something special, and that's what I tell.
I do too.
I said it's right there at the cuff.
It's coming
of the next level of what you see that everybody else sees. This is really unique to me. That I didn't see this starting off.
And when I see y'all in y'all life, I'm like, I know them.
Right. Because it's coming. Look, y'all gonna be like, that's them loud girls from Misfits Radio.
But they're loud, some of them are loud too.
I'm be like, that's that Pisces.
Yeah, I think we like the and I sat down with the writer and they was like, man, this is a great idea.
I love
How did you come up with it? Once again.
Right, God.
All credit to God.
Yeah.
And that's why the blessings go for abundance.
When you're in your element, and you know, those are the times where you can actually hear certain things that other people cannot hear from your God.
Yes.
And when you're in that element and you're just looking for direction, you're looking for guidance. It's like, okay, what next? And you're actually passionate about what you're doing, and you get that answer, and it's like, bing. You have to write it down.
Yes.
Have to write it down immediately because you know, like, if God gave it to you, then He's going to give you what's needed to carry it through.
Absolutely.
Thank you for those words. I need those words sometimes.
So,
Thank you.
absolutely.
I appreciate
and
it.
that's just what it is. I love to see that you guys are tapping into certain things. Like you said, a lot of times people do have a misconception about models and that they're vain. They just don't want to talk about how they look. No, you all have some depth, and I love that.
And I love that we're diverse. We got some skinny, we got some curvy, we got some foot gangs. We got light skin, we got dark skin. Like we're as a whole, we coming through.
That's right. So how does it work as far as the makeup? So. I don't know how to do makeup. One of my eyelashes is off right now.
Oh
my gosh.
So, it's over here struggling right now.
Here.
I can just tell you, models come prepared.
Yeah.
We just come prepared.
That's what I was just about to ask. Do you guys do your own makeup?
Either we do our own makeup or some of the, one of our sisters there, our model sisters there, they help us out. Yeah.
Well, shout out to Deja. I cannot forget Deja, who we brought on board. Deja Barbie. I'm sorry, Deja Colin. So we can get your Instagram. That Deja has become a big part of Model Gang. Who she doesn't overcharge me because trust me, it's expensive to hire MUA. She is reasonably priced. She's very sweet. See, that's once again her spirit,
right?
And she does the ladies' makeup who doesn't do their own.
Okay.
What's Doll with Deja?
Doll with Deja. Please follow her on Instagram.
Okay. Spelling Deja, D-A-Y?
No, D-E-J-A.
D-E-J-A.
And she's a hairstylist as well.
Yes.
Okay.
So a lot of the ladies do their own makeup or they do each other's, but then she comes in and says, let me do those other ladies because we're always on time.
Right.
It's always a time thing. We're always looking at time like, do we have time? Do we have time? Do we have time? And she steps right in and she does a wonderful job for us.
Oh, that's what's up. Okay. So so the pressure's on at a fashion show. It's the pressure's on. It's on. You guys are getting ready and you have a wardrobe malfunction.
Oh.
The boobies aren't boobing.
Oh, we come ready with that too.
What do y'all do?
We come ready with that too. We got boob tape. We got fabric tape.
We got something else you can put on.
Something else you can put on.
We got some sewing machine.
Yes, we got bras, extra bras. Stop playing with it.
Oh,
We got sticky bras. We got nipple covers. We got everything. Shout out to Tootie. She's not here right now, but she's a part of Model Game too.
Hey,
like
Tootie.
the last show that we had, she was like, anybody got some tape, some boob tape? Anybody got this? Like everybody was like, here you go. Like that's how we are. Like we share as a family. Yes, we're a family at the end of the day. So we always come prepared. We always come ready. We always come with like
bring in extra.
Yes, bring in extra hairpins, bobby pins, boob tape, nipple covers, like everything. More shoes if we need to. Like. Even though Dawn always have us on the shoes,
right?
We still bring more shoes just in case. Oh, you need this? What size you wear? Like we all on it. It's love.
I love that. I love that you guys do take care of each other. So let me tap into this part of it because I know
it's funny before a show though.
Yeah, right. I can only imagine, like, cause
it's funny.
So like I think me and Dawn was talking earlier, and I was like, I used to dance when I was much younger, like a ballerina.
Oh wow!
So all of the you expect for something to go wrong. It's just like you don't even know what it's gonna be, but you know it's got to be something.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just how it is. So I'm assuming that it's like that for the models too. It's like
all
know what?
Time.
We don't know what's gonna happen, but we know
I'm gonna bring this nail glue just in case.
Just in case, right? Because it could be something super simple, and it's like. This what it is today.
Right.
Like, but it's just I don't know if it's show business. I don't know. It's just something about it.
Yeah. It's just always like the last show that we did, Don was like, Bree, you got your dress? And my stuff, I just automatically come in and I set up just because I just know.
Right.
And I do that on purpose so that if Tootie needs some boob tape, I'm just waiting, just chilling, just waiting.
This is her.
I'm just waiting, just relaxed. And if somebody needs something, hey, you need a safety pin? I have it here.
You need a curling iron, anything.
Because you know, working with women, somebody's always going to be on 10. So we got to have at least a few of them on 3.
We got to have.
We need something that's on cruise control because
the
ones on
Libra energy.
They're going to need that. They're going to need that because if everybody on 10 is going to be chaotic, and who wants that? Nobody. So on a daily regimen for you ladies, what is like? Do you guys do something with modeling every day, or how does that
promote? Every day.
On social media,
Okay.
On social media, I have to be working on my face, so I've been doing that lately because I have like this resting bitch face, and it shows up sometimes. I'll be going through my photo shoots like, dang, body changer, you still look mad. What you mad at? So that's something that I've been working on more.
Okay.
Is my facial expression.
Okay. Yeah. Facial expressions, presentation. Okay.
Yeah. Every single day, all day. I have a 16-year-old, and I'm using my platform to allow her to watch me, to help build her confidence.
I love that.
To help.
So is she modeling too?
I have placed her. Yeah, the last show she modeled. The last show she modeled as well. She's done 3 shows so far.
Good. Okay.
And I can definitely say, hands down, it's helping with their confidence.
Absolutely. And if it helps with hers, then it's going to help with her friends as well because they're going to tap into it too. And I'm past that stage. All of my kids are now young adults. But I can tell you that. Right?
No, I'm sorry.
Tomatoes.
Shout out to my 12-year-old.
Shout out to her.
It makes a difference. Like honestly, it makes a big difference. And one of the things that I definitely encourage parents is to work on your children's confidence.
Absolutely.
Because when they feel good, they act good. It makes a difference. And not just them, the people that they love too. The people they interact with too.
Yes. I shout out to my dad because my dad has always, I don't care if I had a ponytail going this direction and that direction, he'll come home and be like, you're so beautiful.
Right.
So I didn't look for it in men. A lot of women grow up looking for the attention from men because they didn't receive it at home. My to this day, even if my hair all over her head, Jazz, you pretty. You looking kind of hungry now, but when you dress up right, you always install that in me. You're so beautiful. I could be looking ragged as heck. Just came inside smelling like outside. Your grandma be like, and my dad be like, come here, baby. You're so beautiful. So yes, it's very important because that played a big role in me. Standing strong in who I am.
Absolutely.
And I feel like there's nothing. I feel like everybody should feel like they the shit and fuck with themselves humbly. Humbly, you should love yourself, flaws and all, no matter what. Like that's a positive thing. But some people take it and be cocky and not humble and mean. But like I feel like everybody should feel like that. Put themselves on that pedestal for real.
Absolutely. The one thing about it, when you love you, it's certain things that you're not going to let other people do to you because of the love you have for you.
Absolutely.
So when you hear about different things, that's why a lot of us can escape abuse and can get out of certain situations because it's like, I don't like the way that feel. I love me enough to know that don't feel like what I
know what
like.
love is.
Right.
Watch it, experience,
and your superpower is knowing what love ain't.
And that's what helped me get out my situation.
Yeah.
You know, my parents, they've been married for 32 years.
Oh, that's
probably
a beautiful
cuddle,
thing.
watching the Hallmark Channel right now.
Exactly.
You know, it's a blessing that I
beautiful.
had that example. So, like, you know, that was the difference. I grew up on love. He grew up on abuse and streets.
And
so, you know, like, that's what helped me leave the situation is the fact that I ain't watched my daddy do that.
Right.
I was raised on love, and when you love someone, even in the dark times, you still handle them with love.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's about that, you know, so... Yeah, that does make a difference. It really
absolutely.
do.
Yeah. I encourage it, man. I even with you guys, with you all being in the situations that you're in, with being able to pour into one another, I encourage you. Like I said, you got a teenage daughter, her friends, all of that, and that's one way that you kind of keep them on track too. Is the friends that they have around, because you can kind of peep certain things about them, and you can say yeah or nay if you want to, you know, have them stick around. Because I can be honest with you, we as parents, we know the shadiness of some of our children's peers and friends way before they do.
Absolutely.
Yes. And they're experiencing things now that we didn't have to experience till we were grown.
Right.
They tapping into it now, like, you know,
right
like,
on social media.
Yeah.
And
so
then
like,
we didn't,
what?
and then we was able to get away with some of the shit because we didn't have such.
It's cameras everywhere.
It was like we didn't
live like it's a camera right now. That mean don't do that. Because you're going to be caught. Okay?
Yeah, we was able to get away with some things.
My 3-year-old set up the phone and be trying to do TikTok. I'm like,
yes.
It's a different time. The world wasn't internet. Then it was dial-up. They don't know the struggle it was.
Right.
They don't know the struggle we went to.
Beepers.
They don't know about LimeWire. Right. Beepers.
Yes, LimeWire and everything.
Yes.
We ain't
So
gonna
they don't
chirp
know.
each other.
You definitely right.
Big old phone.
I love to see that when people do the challenges on social media and they're like, do you know what such and such is? And the kids are like,
What?
What? What is that? No. And like they'll name something and you're like, are you serious?
They have no clue.
And they have no clue.
No clue.
I remember the first time my kids saw a payphone. And they were just like, what is that? And I said, that's how we used to make phone calls.
Where they see a payphone at?
Out there in Forest Park, you know where off Tower Boulevard. I went there.
I just want to take my daughter to see a payphone.
Yeah,
but I want the enclosed one though. I want the enclosed.
No, it's not enclosed.
Okay.
It's not enclosed. I ended up taking a picture with it, and my kids thought that was the funniest picture ever because that was like, Mama is outside on this phone.
I just seen the
it's a regular one, but it's on the side of a building of like it's an event center. It used to be a club before COVID, but now I think it's turned into an event center. But it's right on the side. How my youngest daughter, now she the youngest one, how she found it, I don't know.
Social media.
And I'm like, what? I said, I don't know where you. She's like, I don't know. I just saw it. But she's inquisitive.
They do.
They got it easy. We have to crack open books to really study. They can go online.
Girl.
That would be a good photo shoot idea.
Absolutely.
I need to enclose
But
photos.
of all of the things that we have come in, I definitely agree. That would be super dope.
Yeah, my daughter, she actually has a Tupac poster in her room.
Okay.
And I asked her, I know, right? I said, Liana, who is Tupac? She's like, I don't know. He just has praying hands. And I'm just like, you know, they have no clue.
They don't know.
That's my point. They have no clue.
But she embraced what she knew about it.
So the praying hands, because she's spiritual.
That's right.
That goes to show you and your parents a good job, Mama. That's why I told my father, like, my father, he worked a lot. Like, he older now. And I told him, once you retire, you're going to be doing something. I already know. He just can't stay still. And, like, he had a lot of guilt. So, like, when I was grown, he would be like, he would say he's sorry. But I'm like, you did the most important thing. You introduced us to God.
Exactly.
That's the blueprint to it all.
Yeah.
And then you was a provider. You did what you was supposed to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No
so
need
like
to be sorry,
that
Dad.
goes to show you the type of mother you are. You know what I'm saying? Like she recognized that because of her environment. You know?
Absolutely.
That is absolutely
Thank you so
right.
much. Yeah,
absolutely. I love the idea of them now though. Like the music that I hear my kids playing sometimes. Like I was telling them, we went to hip hop. We went to R&B and hip hop bingo last week, and the entire presence was basically a R&B and hip hop from the 90s. And my children had the time of their lives. They don't know nothing about the 90s, but when I tell you they had such a good time because they were like, now we can listen to y'all music. I see why y'all don't want to hear some of the stuff we playing.
Now, where does that happen at?
It was right there on well, I guess y'all
I gotta get out more. That's what I'm asking.
It was a super dope experience. I'm actually having my birthday party there, and I'm going to invite all of you guys. But it's they do it on Thursdays, but it's like you win prizes. We ended up winning gift cards.
Is it at the Doing Center?
It's on Donnelly Hollowell. We call it Bankhead, but y'all
we call it Bankhead. I've been here that long.
Okay, so yeah, so
is it the Doing Center?
Phase 2.
Oh, Phase 2.
Yeah, Fox Phase 2.
Who runs it? Do you know?
Keisha. It's hers. It's her place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get the invite.
Yeah, absolutely. It happens on Thursdays. I think they're doing every other Thursday because I don't think they did it this week. They're going to do it next week. But it was a super nice experience where everybody just kind of tapped in. They give you bingo cards. And you exit out.
My homegirl was talking about that.
Yeah, it was.
That's what I'm saying. That sounds fun.
It was nice.
That sounds hot. I mean, that sound like you and your friends could just go and have a good time.
It was certainly a vibe. They had hookahs. They had food. The food was delicious.
Now, as long as you got some food.
Yeah, the food was really good.
And you silly.
The food was really good. Like, it was a super dope vibe though. I actually liked it. And they got pool tables. Like it's a
Phase
super
2.
dope vibe. So
I gotta find Phase 2.
Yeah.
The next one on my birthday.
I don't know, but if it is, we going.
I'm trying to picture up and down. All right, now let me ask you this. I'm trying to pick because she went to Doug, so she know all about that Bankhead stuff.
That's right. Yeah.
Is it by the Checkers? Like, what side are we on?
Yeah, so it's on the same side that the Checkers is on, and it's up a little bit further though. So if you're coming,
am I going downtown or away?
I was just about to say if you're going the opposite way. If you're going towards downtown, it'll be right there. It's on the same side Checkers is on, but it's only like a few feet away from it. Like it's literally right there. It's a big sign though. You'll be able to see it. Okay. Yep, you'll be able to see it. And it's
sounds like fun though. It sounds like something I would like to do.
Like
very grown vibe. I can tell you this. I actually went there to see the venue for an event that we're doing, and for my birthday to just kind of see if we could do it there. And when I got there, that's when they told me, "Oh, we're doing hip hop bingo." I was like, "What is that?" And they were like, "Well, it's only hip hop music. If you can guess the person who sings the song, then you cross it out on the bingo board." So I was like, "Oh,
I need to take my kids."
Yes, I'm telling you.
It sounds like
but you can't use Shazam. Like you can't use anything other than your knowledge of music.
Yeah. So I be knowing the words to the songs, but my kids be remember the artists.
No, you have to know the artist because the artist is who's on the bingo board.
Yeah, I need my kids because they know all the artists from the 90s.
Everybody was mature, so they would be like, "Oh, that's such and such," and everybody bingo board is different. Of course,
you my partner.
So yeah, like it was. It was
I had to think about that. He want to know every song that come on there.
It was a nice vibe, but when the next time that I see them post about it, I will definitely share it with you guys because it's something I think that's going to end up blowing up because for one, everybody felt safe. Let me just say that. Because we was, we all felt safe. We had security. Like, it was just a whole vibe that I enjoyed. So, we're going to, like I said, I think I'm going to have a birthday party there. So, we're going to.
Definitely.
Yeah, so, I'll let you guys know.
I know
you
the
said
words.
No artists?
I know the words. The kids know the artists. Because they.
Well, take them.
That's what I said. I need them. But
yeah, because my kids was there.
They know the artists. I be knowing the words. Like how we.
And see, I don't know the words. I make up my own.
And
I know the beat.
That part.
I know the beat.
And like, sound like my boy.
It'll turn into the remix.
Put his name in every song.
It'll turn into the remix.
That's me.
That's you doing the remix with your name in it.
That's me.
We be in the car and I was like, what? I said, y'all know which song this came out on? They was like, yeah, this was like so-and-so artist. Because, everything is remixed now. They use every song from the 90s.
But it makes sense. It makes sense. Hey, thank you for calling Misfits Radio and TV. How are you?
Hey there.
Hi.
This is Shannon Jackme checking in. I hear y'all.
Hey, Shannon
I thought she said Janet jacked me. I was about to be like, hold on.
Look, Shani Jack Me just left. She had a show before ours. The one that was.
Oh, hey.
Yes.
I thought she said Janet. I better say, let me talk to her. One-on-one.
Thank you for calling in.
Yeah. Has anybody been calling without scared of the phone?
Girl, we have had a lot of calls, girl.
Very good. Yes, I just logged in. I just finished eating. Very fucking good. Yes. Calling at the 2 o'clock hour sometimes.
That's right. We're gonna send some your way too.
That's all right. And even if they don't, I'm still going. The show must go on.
That's right, baby.
That's right.
The show must go on. And definitely keep us updated about that R&B bingo, because that sounds like up my alley.
I will.
And shout out to the person that started that, because R&B music must come back. I can't take these little young folks.
I always say I'm an R&B chick.
Me too. I'm the same way. That's my favorite genre.
The vibration that they putting out there is too low. I can't.
Absolutely.
Not the vibration.
That's because
it's not clear.
Because we like love. We want to I like music that makes you want to love. I don't like music that makes me want to pop you in the back of your head. Like, I don't want that.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to look at the person next to me and be like, I'm gonna shoot this nigga.
Exactly. I want music that makes me want to hug.
Right. Make me want to be madly in love.
You know what? You so silly, Shady.
Charm me.
I'm serious.
I am too. I'm definitely with it, and I will keep y'all posted on the bingo, and we're gonna come together too to do our own thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's gonna be an R&B listening party, so y'all just get ready and like Donna said, keep us posted. Turn in your music. Let's hear some H-Town. Goddamn,
I know right. Yes, honey. Yeah.
I want to see if I can still put my leg behind my head.
I ain't mad at that.
Y'all ain't ready. Don't play with it.
I love it.
I ain't mad at that.
I love it.
You say get ready.
Yeah, we want some more baby making music. We got to get these folks out here wanting to be with each other again.
Exactly. I absolutely agree.
They promote too much hate, y'all. So definitely, we pushing love 2023. This the killer love. That's the main thing is being love, and we can't be in love with each other. Yeah, go on and bust a nigga in the head with a pistol. Then go to jail. I bet that them niggas don't know you in jail unless you a guy and you meet the right guy.
Exactly.
Y'all in love.
Exactly. Like, for real. Thank you so much for calling in, Shan.
That's right. 2023, we finding love again, y'all. So that's
right.
What's up.
I claim it.
All right.
Y'all be good.
Come on,
Keep it going. I'm finna tune back in.
All right. See you later,
Thank you for calling.
Yes.
I mean, just speaking of real R&B, I mean, I like to shout out one of my artists, one of the artists that I style.
Okay.
Daniqua Boss Lady. Like her vibe is just crazy when it come down to real R&B. Daniqua,
Okay.
Boss Lady.
Boss Lady. Okay.
Yeah, gotta give her a shout out. I style her, but I also get a chance to listen to her music. And what we talking about, they're talking about taking it back to R&B, taking it back to love, taking it, not I'm gonna fight you, or I just wanna,
hunch on you.
I want you in the home.
Yeah, you gotta give her a shout out. When y'all said that, it was like, yo, I listen to her a lot.
This is the thing, as adults, the sex is gonna come. We have realized that if we're vibing, the sex is gonna be there.
Right.
But the intimacy before that is what keeps it there.
Yeah, like
I always
it ain't nothing to hit one time. That first time that ain't nothing.
Right.
But for them to circle the block, you had to have set something in place.
Exactly.
So that's that in place stuff. That's what we trying to get back to.
That grown woman, grown man. I always say you gotta finesse me, baby.
Yes.
Like you can't.
Stimulation.
Don't make me feel like I'm just giving it to you.
A lot of people don't know how to mentally stimulate no more.
No, they don't. If they don't realize that it's a turn on. It'll be a water park by the time you get there. You stimulate this mind, baby. That's a turn on.
That's the part that a lot of people are missing, and that's why I say music starts. What I figured out is a lot of people aren't even having intercourse to music, period. And I'm just like, maybe it was our era, but I remember I can clearly remember my brothers in the basement. When we hear the music, we know we gotta tiptoe.
Right.
Because if we get caught, we gonna get caught. So it's certain things I remember my uncles. They had it was music.
Yeah. My mother definitely Teddy P.
Come on now. It was music.
If Teddy P was sharing some company.
They setting up the vibe. They setting up the energy of the experience itself.
Yes.
Now it's like,
and they're courting you.
Yes.
They're courting you. They're treating you like a flower.
That's why I'm single now.
About courting?
Listen, shout out to my honey again. I mean, I don't want to get into.
I know that's right. Shout him out. That's a blessing,
he
baby.
He opens the door for me.
Okay,
we're going to the gas
that.
station.
Yes,
everywhere.
And that's all required.
Yes, he courts
and that's not the energy, baby. I ain't waste my time.
Exactly.
Okay. We grown.
And see, that's the thing. I want us to not have to require. Like, I want it to be a natural. I want men to get back to it being a natural thing.
Yes.
Like,
these men want to talk about
nature.
Right, and they complain about women. I'm the type that I'll cook, clean your drawers, whatever you need help with. I'll pay to get on the phone. I'll help you with your business.
Yeah.
I'm that woman, but yet you have to be that man as well.
Absolutely.
We gotta feed each other. We gotta water each other.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's about. And I think what's happening is, I can be honest with you. Like you talk about, a lot of times, a lot of parents was working. It was all about providing, and a lot of them missed the mark on certain things, right? Yeah. So we have to get back. Women have a lot of control over a lot of situations. Yes. And when I say that, I don't mean control in a negative way. I mean controlling of what we accept, the things that we deal with. And nothing really, honestly, nothing intimate happens unless we are okay with it, unless it is against the law. So when you have that kind of control, you teach people how to treat you, right?
But some women don't know that they.
But that's my whole point. Right. That's why we have to get back to instilling in our daughters and in their friends the kind of confidence
even
and
in your
power that
show.
we hold.
You know, there's women out there that don't have that example.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And we have an obligation because we know.
Absolutely.
Because we know, that's what, because it's the difference between the knowing and the not knowing. But because we know that this is going to help them in the long run, it's our duty, honestly, to pour that into them.
Example as well.
Yeah, my
daughter, make like, oh, I want to be like that too. You know what, girl? You right.
That's right.
My daughter, she's 18 and she's been dating since she was 16, and she knows, she drives. So she has her own car. So most of the guys she dates does not have a car because everybody
it's her age bracket. I can see that.
So, but when I tell her they got to give you gas money,
absolutely,
and they got to pay for your shit. When y'all going to the movies, y'all going to Taco Bell, y'all wherever y'all going, they got to. I don't care if they giving you $5 to put in your gas tank.
Exactly.
So it was a battle. Because unfortunately it was because of what she saw me when I was married. So she saw the masculine side of me. So I had to reprogram her. Like, nah, this ain't that.
Don't tolerate
this. So I had to reprogram her. Yeah. You is a lady. They, even though
you're the prize.
Yes.
Hello. You gotta make sure y'all going to the movies. They buying your ticket.
It's no excuse.
She was like, I already bought my ticket. The Cash App. So when she didn't have Cash App, tell them to Cash App me, and I'll transfer it to your bank account. I need you to get your money back, boo.
Yeah, and it's a lot of things that we do have to instill in our sons and daughters. You know, and it's the boys are not exempt.
Yeah,
I hold
definitely.
my son to the same standards, honestly, that I hold my daughters to. And when I talk about that, a lot of people are like, well, you know, it's double standards, and I understand that, and he understands that. But I'm not going to expect for him to do certain things with women and not put those same expectations on what my daughters receive.
And I think that's what we make the mistake at.
And we have to hold them to the same standards. Like, he had an incident because, like, for one, when your children are raised in love, it puts them at a disadvantage this day and time, because there are so many children that are put in adult-like situations that aren't getting that proper love, and it's circumstantial. So it puts them at so you have to teach them from the standpoint, honestly, of, look, I know what you're getting at home. You know I love you, But what I need for you to understand is everybody ain't getting that. So it's just a certain realm that you have to instill. Yes, honey, that is the magic box. That is the magic box. Candy.
Let me comment on that.
I'm listening.
It's important that we instill those values.
What was
It's
that?
okay.
I thought I was this rapper.
That was it.
No.
We instill those values into our young men because that's why we have so many single mothers. Is because we're not instilling it into the young man. So when people say, let's just say I don't have a son, but people want their son to be, masculine and promiscuous and make sure because he doesn't want him to be gay. But you got to be teaching him the right values of being a man. Not just go out there and sleep with women and have a bunch of children. Because what I've seen from my experience, even from my employment, is that when a man is not into the children's life, they suffer and they act out. And you have problems in your community when the man is not there. So when people say, I want my son, I want to make sure he ain't going to be gay or nothing like that. But don't go just to teach him it's okay to sleep with random women.
Right.
That's not, and I tell people, you may want your son, to be straight, but don't teach him just to be out there just sleeping with anybody. And then we just dropping babies because it's hurting our community. That's the bottom line, that it is killing our community because we're just dropping babies and we're not there being present as men.
Childhood matters. I tell people all the time, why do you think the therapists go back to your childhood? Because there's something there, that the answer to who you are as an adult.
Absolutely.
I'm not teaching my son to be no pimp.
You to understand, understanding to who you are.
What I've realized is a lot of women are raising their sons to be the men that we don't want, and they don't notice it realize it until they get to a certain age, and it's like, you are actually the guy I've been dodging all this time, but you have built him into that. So when we talk about a foundation, because see, me personally, I always wanted to instill in my children to be a good person. I don't care who they're attracted to. I don't care nothing about their sexuality. I don't care nothing about nothing. I need for you to be a good person.
Right.
So if I show you how to be a good person, all of that other stuff will fall under the umbrella of you being a good person. I don't care about their sexuality.
And that's where men, we kind of force that onto our sons in certain manner of, I want you to start dating this girl, or do you, we push
some
that.
Mamas do it too. Like mamas want their daughters to date a certain caliber of man, or they want their sons to date this type. Like I have me and Donna, both our boys are the same age, and like my son, I taught him how to open the doors and
that's values
and all that.
That's the important stuff. That's the important stuff that unfortunately we're teaching that masculinity wrong.
Absolutely.
In our community, and it's killing us. We got so many issues in our community, and that's where it stems from. We're pushing that masculinity agenda wrong when it comes down to men. What a man is. A man doesn't equal you still sleeping with a lot of women or.
Well, they need to stop listening to women, because I can't tell you what a man is. Let me just say this, and this is the God honest truth coming from a woman. I can't tell you what a good man is. That's why I say my standpoint has always been to be a good person.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what. Yeah, I think a real man. I'm a woman. I can tell you what I feel is a decent woman, and you can believe it and respect my view. But me telling you about men.
Yeah, and we got to reevaluate that as men, though. I put that on us as men.
If that father out there, you got a father, let that son feel
not only that, get men, because see, regardless of if the real father is there or not, because there's many circumstances from death, from a person losing their mental capabilities of being a parent. It's a lot of different situations that will make you know that you need somebody conducive. I always tell people my children would have not wanted for a father, but I do want them to be around somebody conducive and that will right their wrongs.
You need a good
person. You see them acting out. Absolutely. So my male friends and my brothers, which I'm very appreciative for, have always stepped in. I can remember a time when my best male friend caught one of my twins cussing at the basketball game. The first time she ever went to a game by herself. Because she got a twin sister. Her twin sister always went with her, and she's the one that's always like, calm down, don't do that. Boy, she was at the game by herself this time.
She just cussing her butt off.
God, she cussing. He
Like
called
a
me, he
sailor.
said, honey, he said, Donna, who a Lori at the game with? I said, she there with Day, her little friend. I said, Ayana didn't want to go. He said, girl, he said, she is over there cussing, honey. I said, what? I called her, right? I said, Lori, what you doing? Nothing. I said, well, who you cussing at? How you know? Don't you worry about it.
No, I know.
Quit acting like you don't have it the whole time. She was like, and to this day, she laughed about that because she was like, the first time I ever tried to get out of line, trying to hang with some little girls in high school at the basketball game. Cursing. I was like, well, what was you cussing about? She said, Mama, absolutely nothing. I ain't even have to curse what we was talking about. But because I felt like nobody was watching, here I am talking about her ass and all this. And I was like, I said, girl, and she is my child is gonna try it. She gonna push it. She gonna push it.
That's
but
my daughter.
Yeah, like you know your children, but it was just the point of she was still to this day. She laughed about it because she like, Mama, you ain't gonna never tell me who told on me. I was, But she know now who it was. But it was, she was like, the one time
That is so
I
sad.
felt like I could get away with it. Somebody done
Get
called
away with
me.
it.
Exactly. So guess what? Ever since then, and this is the God, I'm sure I check her. She'll check herself now. Because sometimes I'm like, the lab and them went out to eat with us, and I'm just looking. I'm like, really? And she have to check herself. She like, I'm sorry, Mom. Don't be sorry to me. I done got you past the age. You got to be sorry to me. You got to be sorry to you. You got to fix it for yourself. And she like, you know what, you right. You know, so it's certain things, honestly, that we instill in our children that we don't even know that we're instilling. So when we check ourselves, when we do certain things, and even apologizing, we got to apologize to our children.
Absolutely.
A lot of times
and
we
the
don't.
kids' feelings matter.
They
you know
do.
what I'm saying?
They do.
You know, our generation, we raised to don't say nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My kids, I let them be vocal in a respectful
Very
manner.
much
And
so.
another thing I don't do, and I have 2 sons as well, I don't tell them they the man of the household. I feel
Girl,
like
they
allow
are
a
man
woman
in the house.
That's so much
Please.
pressure you're putting on a child.
Yep.
That child is thinking like a child. Well, if there's a burglar, I gotta handle this, and mom's stressed out, and you know, 'cause they hear things and bills and all that. I don't never install that in my sons. I don't ever want them to feel that
Once
pressure.
again, putting children in adult-like situations
Right.
and still expecting for them to act like children when
Right.
that situation is not that.
And they feelings
Children's
matter,
brains
man.
don't work like that.
Feelings matter.
They don't work like that. Children's minds do not work. You think about you as a child. Your mind didn't work like that either. There were certain things that did not cross your mind as a child because guess what? That's what you were. Until you had a chance to experience certain things, that's when your mind started to change. So when you putting all of these fears and stuff like that into children, it causes trauma. It causes them to have a lot of resentment. It causes a lot of things.
They're not gonna come and tell you the important
exactly
things. Like,
because guess
you know,
what?
our generation was used to talking and stuff. So like, it's been situations that I have been in that I didn't go to my parents because you know you wasn't. You know, we didn't have that open line of communication.
Right.
So when it come to my kids, it's there. As long as you ain't coming at me crazy cool. Because sometimes mama is tripping. You know, sometimes, you know, mama right now, I don't want to talk to you. You know how you get on them, then you want to be
Right.
nice. So you mad, you mad at me. Come back when you like, just having that comfortability that they can come and tell you. No, I always tell my kids, I don't care what it is. Come and tell me no matter what.
That's right.
I'm going to tell you if you're wrong, but I'm ready to come tell me, so we'll figure it out together.
That's right.
But having that, you know, that comfortability that no matter what they face, if anybody treating them any kind of way, I'm going to come to my mom, I'm going to tell my mom, I'm coming to my daddy, I'm going to tell my daddy.
That's what my kids are.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But our
You want
generation,
that.
we was just chastised, but we didn't have that, you know, open floor to be like, well, my feelings hurt because of this, and I felt like that, and I was acting like this because you made me feel this way. Like
we're the generation. We're the generation that's kind of like killing the curses, right?
Yes.
So
breaking the curses.
with that, we're breaking those generational curses,
Yeah.
and with that comes a lot. It
Of
comes
patience
a lot. So
and
you have to be emotionally intelligent as well.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because breaking those curses is gonna
You're gonna have
It's
to
gonna
be
test
mature.
you.
yeah, it's a test.
You have to be
It's gonna
mature.
test
Like you said, don't be installing that fear, you know, because fear is the reason why I didn't speak up when I was supposed to speak up. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I make sure, like, they just know that their feelings and how they feel and what they want is
Matter.
important.
That's right. I absolutely agree, man. It's been so good.
I
talking to you.
It's been so natural,
So ATL Model Gang, wants and desires. I can tell y'all this. I have truly enjoyed being in this setting with you guys. I told y'all from the beginning, we just kind of talk, we kind of vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We want to
Look, just the various of topics.
Yeah.
But that was the goal, like,
yeah.
look, the model just ain't a pretty face.
Exactly.
I always say real niggas clean.
It
Y'all
comes with a
are
lot.
good. Y'all
I love it.
spirit.
Yeah, y'all spirit, y'all definitely.
Y'all make it easy to where we can come and be
Yes,
ourselves.
Well, we really appreciate
It feel like
you guys.
we've been to each
I
other.
still want to know
That's
what's
what it feels like.
Hey, cousin.
That's what it feels
I
like.
always
We've been
say
to
real
each other.
recognize real. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right. And we appreciate you guys, man. I look forward to do this. ATL Model Gang have a Instagram or
You know what?
it's just individualized?
And it is coming soon. We've been
Okay.
working on it, how we can do it where everyone has access to it.
Okay.
I've been thinking it back over. Shout out to Shay, who was handling our business side. So
Okay.
there's a lot of intricate parts that we do. Me and Shay have been talking on. Shout out to Style and Beat because she definitely, Kanisha, brought it to my attention as well of
Go,
how we
Kanisha.
can just have them have their own thing. But it's like, do you have everyone just has the password and like we've been thinking it over and going back and forth, but it is coming.
Footage to that person.
I was just about to say
and
that,
person. You know, you have
Well, I'm making an administrator.
because like we have a chief
maybe one or
social
two
media
people, and
person,
then everybody
so.
can send their footage to them,
Right.
and then their job is to post it. Even if you want to tell them what your caption would like to be.
Right. That's what we do.
one
That
hand
we Slick 316. I know you guys have probably seen her. She's probably been reposting all of your stuff once.
She has. When I say she has been working.
She digs
What's her
all
name?
through
What's her
there.
name?
Slick 316.
Slick 316. You are the bomb. When I say, I was like, oh, she been digging, and she was like she was going actually through the page on some stuff. So I was like, oh, that's the bomb. I thought it was you the whole time.
I know most people do. That's why I have to make it very clear that we do have a social media specialist.
I appreciate
social
it.
media officer, because what she does is she gets in there. She's the one that does the promo for. She's the one that just kind of get in there and just let people know this is what's going on this week.
Yeah. She posted
I'm gonna
in
tell
mine.
you what I love even more about what Slick do. She don't stop at just this interview.
Oh, nice.
You guys start posting about some of the things that you're doing. She's gonna follow up with you. She's gonna follow up.
We're always a team, so we're going to follow what you're doing as well because, I mean, this is dope. You know what I thought about back in the day? BT, the basement? And I said, that's the vibe.
That's the feel. That's right.
I said, yo, this is a
bars. Run your 8
But yeah, we loved it. And I said, way to bring it back, Miss Donna. I loved it.
Those are the vibes that we wanted to actually bring because we wanted people to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You did that.
We want you to know that like we're a family, we're a team too. So when you have stuff going on, you let us know. A lot of times DJ Lab is the one that is behind the podcast, but the one that's doing everything for them. I'll come out and support most times.
Okay.
And Slick 316 is on the promo, so she's the one that's putting it out there.
Okay.
So we have a team that we've built too, and we're trying to add on as well. Look for interns, look for people that just want to get in there and just kind of help us out with the visuals and things of that nature. But that's something that we kind of bargain on. You let us know as long as we know. Now, if you tell me to catch it on social media, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm probably not going to catch it. Unfortunately, I don't social media like most people think. I get on there, I post, and then I'm back working. So it's like, and the people, did you ain't see it? I'm like, baby, send it to me. I promise you that's the way I'm going to see it. So you let me know what you got going on,
And
and we
what's
go
the
from
name
there.
of your show?
K-Lady. So,
I gotta get with this show because I'm still.
That's right.
The Love what?
Every third Sunday we do the Love Dealer series. So the Love Dealer series is basically a series where we talk about love, I call them real relationships. we talk about anything dealing with love, and it gets, oh man, we talk about lifestyles, we talk about everything.
That's why I said I gotta see this
Let
show.
me know if you want somebody.
Cause she got this slick little smile about it. Like she has this slick laugh about it. Like, boy, you ain't ready for it.
So Kay comes in and she co-hosts on Love Dealer series.
Yeah.
And it honestly is just something that kind of happened because, like I said, she's in the dating world and she has time, and I love that. So I just kind of like be living vicariously through her because I don't have time. So when I hear the stories, I'm like, girl, what? What?
You know, so it's like,
Go ahead, Kay.
And we even have people that's in relationships that's in like we have different guests. So we welcome everybody in. If you can teach us more, because most people think about the traditional ways of love, and to be perfectly honest, we're living in a world of non-traditional.
Right. We are.
So we have to
I was
be
closed-minded to that until I came out here, and this company called Discreet ENT, they had inboxed me to do a photo shoot. They were like, can I pay for that? Da, 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 da. Then I came, and they saw my energy and stuff, and how people were interacting with me. She was like, well, can I start paying you to host events? But, like, being in that circle, it's lifestyle events. You know what I'm saying? So, in my head, I'm like, oh, it's about to be, like, some college raunchy stuff. But, no, it's actually clubs, and there's playrooms for that. But it's people that are swingers, that are poly. Like, you know, it works. They have that dynamic. It's their rules and their regulations, and it works for them. So, I didn't even really tap into that world until I start working in it. You know what I'm saying? So, I seen the good, and I seen the bad. I seen when people was just... They trio is popping. Like, it's peaceful over there. Then I seen when it didn't work. But it's a totally different level. So nowadays, like you said, love is definitely different.
And that's why we wanted to surround the show about being a love dealer, about me being a love dealer, because that's what I'm about. I'm about love. I'm about peace, tranquility. I'm about all of that. And I'm for whatever gets you through your time. So, like, passing judgment, things of that nature, if it works for you,
it works for you.
It works for you. It works for me, too.
Well, I'm going to be tuning in. I need to see what's going on.
But like I told you, you got to backtrack. So, for the next show, so you'll be caught up. Because you're going to be like, what just happened? You going to be lost. So, you got to go back.
So, it's a series.
It's the Love
Dealer series.
So, every week, so every third Sunday, it comes with something different. So, so we'll do it, and we'll accept all kind of, if you have some suggestions, you let us know. We accept those as well. We just trying to, you know, get it out there. Like the traditionals, we accept the traditionals too, but we also deal with the non-traditionals, and we're here for it.
It works for them.
Exactly.
You know? I just want to say thank you, man. This has been a peaceful experience. It's been fun.
Thank you.
It's very organic. I love it.
Can you guys give them your Instagram names, and then we're going to go ahead and go off, because we want to take pictures over there to the side.
Okay.
I'm Creole Mommy. Y'all can find me on Instagram at CreoleMamii. Follow your girl.
Yeah.
Hey. I'm Iman Nicole. You can follow me on Instagram. EMONNICOLE.
Hey.
VAR, aka Don. That you can follow me on Instagram at Wants and Desires. You can follow me on Facebook at Wants and Desires Boutique. You can follow me at TikTok, Wants and Desires. Everything is Wants and Desires.
That's what's up.
On all platforms. You want and desire, I can get it for you.
There you go.
Pop your shit.
I don't know. Instagram, you got a Twitter. Come on now.
You know what? I do have Twitter, but I don't use Twitter. I was like, I got to start. I was going to use Twitter next month. I'm going to start using Twitter.
And that's what people been telling me. You know, Creole, you need to hop on Twitter because it's so many people, and they keep telling me about the TikTok. I just can't get with TikTok.
I'm trying.
I love it. I be feeling real old. I be over
right.
What's your
and everybody can follow me on Instagram, Bree. That's 2 E's, BREE _of _Nalani, NALANI.
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
If you can't find them, just go to the Wants and Desires page, and you'll see everybody Instagram there. If you forget, you'll see everybody's Instagram pop up. You'll see their pictures. You'll see how beautiful these young ladies are in and out.
That's right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you.
Thank you, Miss Donna.
Actually, after this show, we have your High Yet podcast coming on. So, see y'all in a minute.
Thank you, Miss Donna. See ya. Thank you, Miss Donna.
This is Rich Homie Meek, and I need you to get in the mix with the Westside Misfits every Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m. Gone on, you know it.
Dope. Yeah. Chef Zoe. MP80. Truth himself.
Yeah. Chillin' with my misfits. Feeling so different. Chillin' with my misfits. Feeling so different. If you with it, come get it.